It's like he was
the one that stood out to me, maybe because she's my sister, but Rose Epstein was held scoreless last night. They can't have that happen if she's one of the starting five on the floor. So just like you were saying, if each girl gets a couple buckets,
I'm really excited about the ruler. I picked it up at Target today.
That's good, yeah. Thank you.
Just announcing the starting lineups now.
So it looks like there was.
I'm really excited about my ruler. I picked it up at Target
today. That's good, yeah.
Thank you. Keep the stats. So it looks like there was one change in the starting lineup today.
I was able to catch up quite a bit here.
Landing
with Coach Ibarra.
Really Sierra Harrison will be making her start today in place of Molly Klein.
I was able to catch up quite a bit here. I had a few minutes with Coach Ibarra, and he said he's really trying to get this younger group some valuable experience in these tournaments because the Sailors are just about to start their league games, and so he wants to make sure that there's positive momentum heading forward. They come in at 2-5, but they are a bigger school. So
this Niwot team is
a conference that's the 4A Northern League is a tough one to play in.
Exactly.
So it's tough to
always. They come in at 2-5, but they are a bigger school, so they play in a conference that's the 4A Northern.
Just about ready to go. Steamboat is left to right.
Exactly.
So on the radio dial here, first half play,
wins and losses
tip off when you're in such a high-end league.
This is Niwot
just about ready to go. Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial here in first half play. Opening tip off goes to Niwot. This is Niwot now working the ball after winning that opening tip. And right off the bat is Rosie Setter getting the easy layup for on this team this year so far. This Niwot Cougars team. Shelby Weiss now working it up. Wearing number 30 for your Sailors. The sophomore's had an important role backing up on this team this year so far. This is JC May now for the Sailors. Top corner near side. She's going to kick it over to Erica Simmons.
Now down low to Shelby Weiss. She's going to be
now backing up.
Can't get out of it.
For some
barely
movement.
Does. Almost loses it. And Erica Simmons gathers the
remainder of this season.
Picks it up. Kicks it
over to JC May. May now down low to Shelby Weiss. She's going to be trapped in the corner. Can't get out of it. Barely does. Almost loses it. And Erica Simmons gathers the fumble. Picks it up, kicks it back out to Shelby Weiss, who takes a deep two-point shot, misses that one. Cougars back the other way.
She went in, took the
Cougars now,
and charging call
right up. Just one more shot there. That was Mary Gillette. She went in
early on here, looking for their first points.
There was a charging call
there, and so the contact
put JC May on the ground. So this was a Sailors basketball once more.
So
Steamboat early on here, looking for their first point still. Simmons tripped up a little bit there, and so the contact will draw another foul.
Backcourt now.
Looks as though it was a blocking foul against Niwot.
Up to the deep
so Steamboat will maintain possession here. Jason May looks to be the inbounder with Simmons and Shelby Weiss both occupying backcourt now.
Steamboat Sailors
Weiss goes
Shelby Weiss far side
up to the deep corner near side. Up from Simmons.
Harrison,
as you said, she's running point guard at least for the time being here. The freshman, your Steamboat Sailors finds Shelby Weiss far side, still beyond the arc. Into the free throw line, found Harrison there. Now to Lowen Epstein's sister.
I would have some points.
Rose. You like that one?
You can just refer to her as Rose.
That's pretty funny.
I know. I had to cover myself because I started thinking it was you out there. I would have some points.
Looks like she's
that was pretty funny. I don't know what happened there. Erica Simmons is going to go to the line though to shoot two.
It's a different.
Sierra Harrison looks like she's going to get a hair tie from one of her teammates
for a hair tie.
And Jason May's having work.
6:34 left to go.
It's a different game when you get into the girls' basketball. Yeah, you're not going to really see Mac Riniker going over for a hair tie.
And this will be Sailors.
6:34 left to go. 2-0.
May on the
as Sailors and Erica Simmons missed her free throw. So
left, look right,
and it was tipped out of bounds by Niwot. And this will be Sailors basketball.
She's going to get
JC May on the throw, and she'll call for move.
Foul there.
Look left, look right, finds Weiss. Weiss down low now, goes up for the layup,
and told me I was doing my job wrong here earlier.
She's like, there'll be a foul there.
This girl's name.
So I have to laugh a little. I was like, JC May came over to me and told me I was doing my job wrong here earlier.
Some grief.
She's like,
our camera girls.
This
girl's name is Molly.
Thanks
not Quinn.
Coming back doing the second round.
Isn't it Quinn Kleins?
Yeah, it's Molly Quinn Kleins.
Came up to me.
Getting some grief from our camera girl's little sister. Sarah Harrison. Thanks to Callie, though, coming back doing the second round. Excellent job on the camera.
Yeah,
anyway,
Sarah Harrison came up to me and asked why we forgot her name as well.
From Shelby Weiss. Niwot.
Yesterday we both drew a blank when she came into the game.
Grant spins inside.
Anyways, this is going to be Niwot ball now after a turnover pass from Shelby Weiss. Niwot working at the top of the key, down low to Sophie Grant. Grant spins inside, kicks it back out to Rosie Setter. After an errant pass, it'll be tipped out of bounds by Niwot, so Sailors will regather possession, moving left to right on the radio dial.
Still just a 2-0 game here. About a minute and 51 seconds into this first quarter of play. The outlet pass from J.C. May hits off of the defender. Jumping up and down there was
trying to break the press, and
Mary Gillette.
Do that here.
And J.C. May has another chance at it. She'll bounce this one into Harrison. Harrison back to May. Good little passing here from Steamboat, but they are trying to break the press, and they've struggled to do that here early on in the season. J.C. May now needs to get it up court. She finds Simmons and just across in time. Erica Simmons will slow it down a little bit here, but Niwot, you can see,
Steamboat with the ball
knows that Steamboat struggled to kind of break the press. They do so successfully, but just by a hair. 5:44 to go here and ticking down first quarter play. Steamboat with the ball, still looking for their first points. They are in their white uniforms, red numbers, black trim. Here is Simmons, bounces one into Weiss, takes a shot, and that is up and down and just off the rim and out. Nice job from Shelby Weiss. Got something under that one. Little arcing shot that almost dropped in off the backboard.
Press box right.
Remains 2-0 and a Steamboat possession after Niwot got a foul. I believe that was over back on that rebound. So May will take this baseline to press box right. As Lowen said, Steamboat is left to right here on the radio dial. And it looks as though there was a foul against Weiss. And so it turns now into a Niwot possession as the Cougars will come up court here.
And a layup
Nikki Sims up and in by wearing number 2 for the Cougars, the senior point guard, fouled. She'll take it down low far corner line. That's at far side. Right now it's back cross court, and a layup is going to be put up and in by Sophie Grant
Cougars
as she got fouled as well. So she'll go to the line. That's an and one play right there. 5:15 left to go.
This Cougars team,
we're going to see a change here from the Cougars as Lily Seibin will come in for Mary Gillette.
Compared to our
this Cougars team, quite a lot of seniors.
Back the other way, making that free
about
throw.
6 seniors on this team, which is
compared
to our Sailors too.
And that is really Seibin.
Back the other way after making that free throw. Jason May takes it up the court and almost loses it. She does lose it, and that is Lily Seibin after the turnover, making the quick layup. 7-0.
Down there, pass from May is going to go out of bounds, so a Niwot possession here.
And not all of them
Steamboat again, they have the youth, but
last year as well.
It's time now to start buckling down. They've got very nearly 10 games but under their belt here.
Slow down.
And not all of them are freshmen. Some of these girls did see action last year as well. They just need to start kind of calming it down. We say this, it seems, every game, but if they can just slow down, not necessarily in the way that they move, but their decision-making process, they can give themselves a little bit of extra time. 4:42 left, another foul on the ground. As that loose ball foul was called against Steamboat. A heavy change coming in. 4 fresh legs off the bench for Niwot. They do have that 7-0 lead. So far, Sophie Grant's leading all scorers with 3 points.
Jamie Lee
in the early going.
Her first
a chance up top for the Cougars. Swung to the near side. 3 balls up and down. That one drops. A good shot from Jamie Lee for her first points
Cougars team
on the afternoon.
2-5.
So Sailors girls 10-0 deficit here.
Another turnover there
early in this one.
As Lana Pavoni.
Just like you said, this Cougars team is 2-5, but they know how to shoot the ball, as we've seen here early Another turnover there as Lana Pavarnik passed it to the wrong team, and three-ball shot from the Cougars was Jamie Lee again from the same spot. Is no good.
Raper
and good defense there from the Sailors as they're that one find out work out. So we're going to see a quick timeout here.
Look at that nice stat sheet
from Coach Lori Raper and Coach Georgie Barra as they're trying to find out what's going on here early.
Look at that nice stat sheet, though.
So Sailors girls 10-0 deficit, 4:20 left to go.
Hello, Colorado. 10-0 the score here. First quarter action.
So Sailors girls 10-0 deficit, 4:20 left to go.
Hello, Colorado. Coming out of this timeout. 10-0 the score here. We'll take it again. Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial. Harrison's inbound pass
and
is again.
It looks as though it is going to be a Steamboat ball
at the left
coming out of this timeout. As Harrison will take it again. Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial. Harrison's inbound pass is again knocked down as Gillette is down there. And we got the left hand on it.
Simmons and Erica Simmons.
Harrison will have another go of it.
Mid-court.
Sierra Harrison looking, doesn't have options. Dribble. Now gives a bounce pass off to Pavarnik. Open area pass there to Simmons. And Erica Simmons will just slow things down, crossing mid-court. Plenty of time to spare. Simmons will dribble at the top of the key here. Looking for movement off the ball. Another thing that the Sailors team is trying to improve upon yesterday's matchup. Here's Weiss from range. And they say that her big toe did not stay down.
The turnover. And Niwot
she clipped her toenails this morning, obviously.
This one and
lead out already. Otherwise, that would have been a good play.
This is
10-0. The score.
She's got
travel will cause the turnover.
Layup is
Niwot has it once more. Cougars trying to advance this one and extend their lead out already in double digits.
A foul
is Lee taking this. She's got a three ball to her credit, and a layup is in and out. Rebound is going to be scooped up for a moment by Steamboat, but it looks as though a foul was the cause of that. Possession change, and it looks to be another foul against Shelby Weiss, her second of the game. 3:46 left in this first quarter of play. 10-0 score. Niwot retains possession. Inbound pass of the rim. Finds the hands there of Blast to the near side, and there's Lee. Another chance. Does not drop. She gets her own rebound that popped off the back of the rim and right back out to her. Almost all the way at the 3 arc. And Steamboat now she gets another foul. Looks as though that one is going to be against Rose Epstein. Her second as well here this afternoon.
But Carly Landing's going to come in for her. Now it's Landing.
She's
back
coming off Landing a little bit
after the missed free throw.
Talk to her about that.
So Shelby Weiss inside tries to put a layup up.
But Carly Landing is going to come in for her. Now it's Landing back the other way after the missed free throw. So Shelby Weiss inside tries to put a layup up. No good. Gathers her own rebound. Puts it back again. Gets fouled. She will head to the free throw line.
Simmons heading over to
shoot 2.
Coach Ibarra.
Weiss has 3:21 left to go here.
Sailors on the floor right now are Lana Pavarnik, Shelby Weiss, Sierra Harrison,
Erica Simmons heading over to have words with Coach Ibarra. Weiss at the free throw line.
Weiss getting set to take her.
Sailors on the floor right now are Lana Pavarnik, Shelby Weiss, Sierra Harrison, Carly Lanning, and the freshman Erica Simmons.
First free throw from Shelby is no good.
Weiss getting set to take her first free throw. Looks like we're going to see a change here as well for Niwot.
Out Sophie Story.
Rosie Setter will come back in the game. First free throw from Shelby is no good. Rosie Setter is going to come back in. She'll sub out Sophie Story.
I didn't know there was association with first names. That's all. I like it.
It's not. They're two different players.
Confused.
Shelby Weiss is second.
I didn't know there was association with first names. That's all.
I like it. One who gets that foul for Steamboat. It looks as though
listeners might be confused.
Marlo makes sense. Kind of seems to.
Carly Lanning is
taller than everyone.
The one who gets that foul.
The layup opportunity
for Steamboat. It looks as though
and it turns into a shooting foul.
Marlo Baines kind of seems to
in the stands too.
Be taller than everyone on the court.
Sure she
just got the layup opportunity to the left side of the basket, and it turns into a shooting foul.
She might be taller than everyone in the stands too.
I'm pretty sure she's taller than me, for sure. Yeah. It's Carly Lanning's second foul.
Her shot is no good there from Baines. She's going to step to the line for shot attempt number 2. Sets up a little tomahawk gooseneck. Again,
her shot is no good there from
premature
Baines. She's going to step
the line for who must have known it was off somewhat.
Sets up Steamboat tomahawk gooseneck. Again, no good on that attempt.
10-0 the score.
And a premature step into the paint there from Baines.
A little steal.
Must have known it was off somewhat.
For Niwot.
It turns into a Steamboat possession. Shot wouldn't have counted if it even had gone in. 10-0 the score. Steamboat is down. Interception.
One up top.
On a good little steal.
Loose ball down.
Another possession from Niwot. A Steamboat just struggling again to break out of this full court press.
First 2 points
back into Baines.
On the afternoon.
This is one up top. Chasing this loose ball down is Rosie Setter. Setter gets one into Baines again, and her layup is good for her first 2 points
as Carly Lane
on the afternoon.
Yeah, Sailors are struggling really bad here with this full court press. And we're going to see another turnover there
here on
as Carly Lanning just shoved that one right into the hands of
call it that for Niwot.
Another change
Niwot.
Sophie
player.
Looks as though Simmons now gets a foul here on the
all come in
ensuing breakout, if you can call it that, for Niwot.
Another change here as Sophie Grant, Lily Seidman, and Nikki Sims will all come in.
Something they
for the girls in
something
green.
They don't want to be in here this early with 2.
Now we're going to have.
They're already in the. Are they already in the bonus?
Yep.
So for all the fans listening,
something they don't want to be in here this early with 2:39 left to play in this first quarter of action.
The opposite.
So for all the fans listening, bonus is when you get enough fouls that every time you foul.
Lucky they're down only 0 right now. Is
the opposite team is
they
going
really
to
haven't had a solid offensive possession.
And that free throw is no good. Sailors are lucky they're down only 12-0 right now.
Lanning's going to inbound.
I mean, they really haven't had a solid offensive possession
back to
in quite a while.
Lanning to Brown. Molly Brown has the dribble, takes it now.
Full court press. Lanning's going to inbound. Gets it to Simmons.
And it turns into
Simmons double team and trap. Got back to Lanning though. Lanning to Brown. Molly Brown has the dribble. Takes it now. Looking up court. Tried to get it up there, and it turns into a jump ball as Lanning.
That's one way to break
was contesting that one with Sophie Grant.
It's tough.
And eventually, it'll be a Steamboat possession.
We're talking with the coaches, and they're saying we need to get more.
That's one way to break it, I suppose.
More buckets.
I guess
it's
so.
hard to make
it's tough to.
When you can't advance.
We're talking with the coaches, and they're saying we need to get more shots up, make more buckets.
We've had trouble.
It's hard to make buckets when you can't
games this year.
When you can't advance the ball past the half court line. Something we gotta
figure out a little bit of a beat.
Exactly. We've had trouble with it.
Gathered in by Niwot across the midcourt line,
as we've seen.
As this is going to be Nikki Sims.
Ensuing shot from Harrison from 13 feet. No good. Rebound gathered in by Niwot. They're across the midcourt line.
Just off of
as this is going to be Nikki Sims who takes it up, fires off the deep corner.
To the bonus
Durant there, but another foul
here after a few more fouls.
I believe
where they shoot 2.
Or was that just off of Lanning and out? I believe that was actually just off Lanning. So thankfully that doesn't add to the bonus total. It does get into double bonus as well here after a few more fouls, and that's where they shoot 2 at the line instead of just a 1-on-1.
Feet there.
Sims far side now, deep corner, takes it herself, and it looks as though she just stumbled over
first quarter action.
The Steamboat girls
line
feet there for Harrison now getting called for the trip. With $1:39 left in first quarter action, sending Sims to the line.
A lot of fouls against Steamboat
for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
Sorry, that's part of it.
I feel like this first quarter has gone pretty slow.
That's right.
It has had a lot of whistles, a lot of fouls against Steamboat.
Erica Shelby White, she puts up a
that's part of it.
That's
all I was going to say.
No good, gathered by Niwot.
I think I walk back the other way now, beating this Sailors. Anyway, his Simmons now inside, into Shelby White. She puts up a 15-footer. That's going to be no good, gathered by Niwot. Niwot back the other way now, beating this Sailors coverage pretty easily. And right as I say that turnover from the Sailors as Erica Simmons gets the interception back the other way as Molly Brown.
Brown now surveying her options.
With openness here, Harrison gets the ball, shoots one up, hits the front of the rim, stays out.
Eventually,
and Niwot comes
decides on White. Nice bounce pass to Simmons.
Girls basketball.
Simmons has just about a minute to work with openness here. Harrison gets the ball, shoots one up, hits the front of the rim, stays out.
Also on the roll.
And Niwot comes right back the other way. You're tuned in to girls basketball here for the Steamboat Sailors on KTYV. 98.9 Sports on FM.
That'll cause it.
There we go. Also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Good job, Shelby. Shelby White takes the charge there.
In the James Harden kicks.
That'll cause a turnover. This is Sailor's ball now.
Taking it up for the Sailors
play there
from
the sophomore.
Who has the most
Molly Brown wearing number 23.
Who has the most expensive
in the James Harden kicks.
You'll have to do your research.
The freshman.
I know.
Taking it up for the Sailors at point guard.
Who has the most expensive kicks out here?
Who has the most expensive kicks out here?
So after a turnover there, we're going to see a 3-point attempt from Iowa.
I know. I think it's the Soldier 11s that Shelby Weiss is
sail out of bounds and
from what I see.
Possession.
So after a turnover there, we're going to see a 3-point attempt from Niwot. That's an air ball from Nikki Sims.
Simmons advancing the ball.
Sail out of bounds and
score
right into the possession of
and that's
Steamboat.
16.4 seconds left here in the quarter now. Simmons advancing the ball. 12-0 score. Steamboat looking for points here, and that's a travel there from Molly Klein.
I can't believe she really said that.
You mean Quinn?
Oh, is that Quinn?
Wrong.
My bad.
Just start calling her
Quinn.
Quinn.
Down low. Niwot with a chance. 3 seconds on the clock, and the 3-ball is good to beat the buzzer. That is.
I don't think we did it wrong.
I think they give you a bot.
Work down low. Niwot with a chance. 3 seconds on the clock, and the 3-ball is good to beat the buzzer. That is.
Now at the end of this first quarter.
Bot. I think they give you a bot.
Quick shout out to the
3-ball.
Cox Auto Clinic. Take
knocking it down.
Care of your
flashing at the buzzer, folks.
Gamma Valley's only.
Now at the end of this first quarter of action,
Alpine Lumber.
Quick shout out to our sponsors here, Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. And Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past the Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat sale.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Roosevelt High School. I don't know. Where apparently it's a dance party.
They were dancing.
You know what? When I quit having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
May, both of which
and that'll do your job because you just know everything.
I don't know.
All right, John Elway.
But they were dancing.
You know what? When I quit having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
3-ball from Lanning, no good.
And that'll do your job because you just know everything. All right, John Elway.
It's going to be worked away by Niwot.
They worked over to Klein.
Left here.
Swings one out. Now Lanning. 3-ball from Lanning, no good.
Niwot.
Just
Steamboat Sailors are left to right on the radio dial. They're getting the ball back here after a
away by
travel.
Niwot. 7.5 minutes.
It looks as though Niwot
left here in the first half of play. 15-0 lead for Niwot. Your Steamboat Sailors are left to right on the radio dial. They're getting the ball back here after a travel.
Put a few up on the board.
It looks as though Niwot is not going to keep that full court press up, which will allow for
Simmons. 3-ball from Simmons off the front of the iron. Rebound by Harrison, no good.
Put a few up on the board.
Chance at the rebound. Slipped through the hands there.
He's going to take it up court. It will be to Brown. Back to Simmons. 3-ball from Simmons off the front of the iron. Rebound by Harrison, no good. And another chance at the rebound. Slips through the hands there of Molly Brown, and it will be a Niwot possession.
Niwot now on the throw-in from
and we'll see.
Represent. What's that?
Out of bounds call here for the whistle.
So this, and we're going to see, representing out of bounds call here.
Erica Simmons
before
the court for the Sailors.
A whistle. So this will be a turnover from Niwot.
Molly Brown. Two freshmen running the front court for the Sailors team.
Erica Simmons,
Molly Brown
taking up the court for the Sailors.
She tries a three-point shot, no good.
Simmons now calls for movement. Takes it over to Molly Brown. Two freshmen running the front court for this Sailors team.
The girls in green.
Molly Brown now back to Simmons. She tries a three-point shot, no good. Off the glass and gathered by
That's
Niwot.
Nice looking green too. You know what I mean?
Here come the girls in green.
Gathers in a rebound. They're back the other way.
I like green.
Lead for
I'm going for Steamboat. I like green.
And
that's actually kind of a nice looking green too.
Climbs for a deep two ball.
Steamboat gathers in a rebound. They're back the other way. 15-0 lead.
Turn back the other way. And
Niwot.
Layup. No good.
Steamboat does possess.
Rebounded by Steamboat.
No call
for a deep two ball. Heels were on the 3 arc. Does not drop. Turn back the other way. And an opportunity to lay up. No good. Rebounded by Steamboat. No call there, as that was Mary Gillette driving in. Almost gathered the foul. This is Quinn Kleinsdown back the other way. She kicks it outside to Simmons. Tries a three-pointer. No good off the glass.
She dropped the 3 ball.
Gathered by the Cougars now. Back. Cougars back the other way.
Ball doesn't.
This is going to
tipped out of bounds by
Jamie Lee, number 10 for the Cougars. So she dropped the 3 ball in. She thinks she gets the backcourt call. Doesn't.
Switch.
And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Carly Lanning. So Cougars will retain possession as they make a full
5-for-5
fledged
Lily Simon on the throw in now. She's going to find Nikki.
4 of the 5 girls are going to come off the floor. Looks as though they've got one injured over there, so they can't do a full 5-for-5. Lily Simon on the throw in now.
Jay,
she's going to find
gathered by the Sailors
over near side top corner. That is
number 21,
Rosie Setter.
Takes
now
over
Setter.
She steps back.
Sims tries a
pulls
quick
up.
J. No good. Gathered by the Sailors. Back the other way.
And another fast break.
May, number 21, the sophomore captain, takes over the Lanning. She stepped back. Pulls up, no good there from Carly Lanning, the senior.
Sailors back the other way.
This another fast break.
Steamboat
Opportunity for the Niwot Cougars
here on the half.
End in
5 minutes left in quarter 2.
Empty
Deep from Lanning.
That was Sailors back the other way. This is Molly Brown. Steamboat trying to still find their first points here on the half. 5 minutes left in quarter 2. Deep 3 from Lanning. That was Curry range there.
As Erica Simmons is on her. Nice pass there. Open gal under the basket.
Into a Niwot possession.
Sophie Grant, who ends up
top of the key now.
In a couple
dribbling
points.
As Erica Simmons is on her. Nice pass there. Open gal under the basket. That was Sophie Grant who ends up putting in a couple more points.
Inside. Simmons
now got 5. That was a nice pass overhead like Nikola Jokic.
Niwot now, the Cougars.
Carly Lanning back the other way from the Sailors. She's going to find Erica Simmons inside. Simmons out to Brown. She pulls up from 13 feet. No good. Gathered by Niwot. Niwot now, the Cougars.
Send it out of bounds.
This is number 22, Sophie Grant, taking up the court. Kicks it over to Sims. Top of the key. Inside to the towering Marlo Baines is going to send it out of bounds, looking for the pass.
Simmons
intended for Sophie Grant.
Number 2
go out of bounds though.
Sailors still scoreless here with 4 minutes to go in this second quarter of action. Opie jinxed it.
Simmons
hits a 15
number 2 for the Sailors.
17-2.
Sailors still scoreless here with 4 minutes to go in this second quarter of action. Opie jinxed it. Simmons
trying to find
hits
a little bit of
15-foot J.
Finally on the board.
17-2 is your score here.
17-2 the score. 3:42 left. Looks to be
Niwot's coming back now.
And a foul called.
And trying to find a little bit of offense.
Was that a foul?
Finally on the board.
It was just off of Steam.
17-2 the score. 3:42 left. Looks to be a Niwot ball and a foul called.
And Erica Simmons.
Was that a foul or was it just off the Steamboat defender?
It was just off the play.
Shelby Weiss and Lana
top
Varnick
now. A 3-ball attempt. No good there off the hands of Lily Seibin. And now here comes JC May.
Dishes off inbound play. Niwot works over
down
to
for 2.
Top of key now. A 3-ball attempt.
Varnick.
No good there off the hands of Lily Seibin. And now here comes JC May. Dishes off to Varnick, who goes up and down for 2.
And nice steal there from Shelby Weiss.
Good job there from Varnick. Sailors trying to initiate this full court press. Can't get anything going here as the Cougars get it back. And nice steal there from Shelby Weiss. Weiss doing a good job getting her hands involved and taking that ball away. It's Varnick now. Back to Weiss, top of the key. Over to Lanning, and it's a three-point attempt. No good.
The Sailors
bounces right back in the hands of Jason May. She steps up after a pump fake and hits the 18-footer.
Jolt on this
Great job there from Jason May.
They're on a 6-0
to get the Sailors' 6th point of this game. 17-6 is your score. 2:57 left to go in the first half. Sailors getting a little jolt on this offense.
What they need.
They're on a 6-0 run right now.
So we'll definitely.
It's been awesome to see him
for more
starting to come back a little bit. Coming alive on their shooting, which is
by taking care of your car.
Exactly what they need.
Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC.
So we'll definitely
employee owned,
looking for more of the same here on a little bit of a run. I want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic taking care of you by taking care of your car.
What's up?
Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC, and Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice and homeowner's friend.
Okay.
What's up?
We're having fun here.
You think you're cool?
Coming out of this timeout now. Score 17-6. Sailors down here.
We're having fun here.
With a couple minutes to go left in this first.
Coming out of this timeout now.
Carly Lanning.
Score 17-6.
Sierra Harrison.
Sailors down.
Pavarnik
here.
They'll come out of this timeout.
With a couple minutes to go left in this first half of action. Sailors on the floor. Carly Lanning. J.C. May, Shelby Weiss, Sierra Harrison, and Lana Pavarnik. They'll come out of this timeout. It's going to be a Niwot possession.
Up the court easily there. It's Sophie Grant. She goes up for the layup and is fouled by Weiss and one.
And the inbound pass is going to be gathered by Nikki Sims, taking up the court easily there. It's Sophie Grant. She goes up for the layup and is fouled by Weiss and one.
Leader here.
Makes that 19-6 with a free throw coming this way as Rose Epstein's going to check into the game. Shelby Weiss in foul trouble.
Goes through her.
She's kind of been the leader here. Sophie Grant has 7 points, leading all scorers. But you can also see that a lot of the offense kind of goes through her. That's for this Niwot
that rebound off of the missed free throw. And here goes J.C. May.
Epstein will come back in.
Gives it off to Carly Lanning. She's inside now. Epstein out to J.C. May.
Epstein gets that rebound off of the missed free throw.
And it's going to be
here now is J.C. May there on the arc. Gives it off to Carly Lanning. And inside now Epstein out to J.C. May. 3 ball on the way.
Again,
no good.
Here, Cougars trying to
extend the lead. Wrestled out of the hands there of Epstein.
Is good. That was a nice looking play again.
This backtrack for own half.
Move the ball around.
As Niwot again with the ball here. Cougars trying to extend their lead again. And the layup is good. That was a nice looking play again. This Niwot team, they can move the ball around and open up some lanes with their passing. They spread it as well. So far today, there's been 7 different scores.
Much better and
absolutely. I got to give credit to the Sailors. Niwot team is definitely outplaying the Sailors here early.
Just
moving
like
the ball around.
That jolt on offense.
Much better. And
Rose Epstein just there, gets it back.
I got to give credit to the Sailors there. The effort is there.
Right
and just like we saw earlier, that jolt on offense should get it going. Rose Epstein loses the pass there, gets it back, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Off the right iron.
Cougars offense.
And now it's back in the hands of Sophie Grant, who, as you said, is really the main
for a moment.
constituent on
cover, and once more a backdoor play.
Cougars offense.
Girls tumbling.
Nice job from Epstein. Had some active hands.
A travel
able to tip the ball for a moment. Niwot did recover, and once more a backdoor play this time. Girls tumbling,
coming out now.
And it turns into
Rosie
a traveling call.
Right back in is Marlo Baines.
It looks a quick substitution coming out now
off the inbounds play.
Rosie Setter
and sent back to Carly Lanning. She brings
Marlo
it up half court. Lanning now pulls up from 3-point range. Airmailed that one. Luckily right into the hands of Jason.
Gathered off the inbounds play.
They're going to say
sent back to Carly Lanning. She brings it up half court. Lanning now pulls up from 3-point range.
Free throws.
Airmailed that one. Luckily right into the hands of J.C. May.
Niwot just
they're going to say
territory with their foul. So
I think it's a Steamboat.
It is good.
Steamboat free throws.
Steamboat was in there early in the fourth quarter.
I think Niwot just got into bonus territory with their
just
foul.
Under 90 seconds
good for the Sailors.
Now.
It is good for them. Steamboat was in there early in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So you've got just under 90 seconds left now. So it does turn in. As J.C. May will have one bounce off the rim. No good. She does charge in there trying to get her own rebound. Not allowing.
And is the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. So it does turn turn into a Niwot possession. Cougars on the inbound play. May trying to mark up on the target, and a nice job not allowing for the pass to Sims, but
to go for the
long ball does find Lee.
Gathers the rebound, and we're back where we started.
Just right through the hands there.
Sims now.
As Lana Pavarnik will get the
corner to
steal. Tries to go for the layup. No good. Niwot gathers the rebound, and we're back where we started. This is Nicky Sims now, the senior point guard. Kicks it over near side top corner to Jamie Lee. Lee working inside, back out to Sophie Grant. Far side, low corner.
Ref made two different
Lee again. She's working all over the court right now.
No, that was
Lee now trying to
Baines.
Looks like
ref made two different hand signals there. It looks like Jason Nailed and
that was a block against Baines
for the Sailors.
So Baines gets called
48 seconds to go here, folks, in this first quarter of action. Your Sailors are down.
We're going to see a switch of possession. Carly Lanning will be
throws it in. She'll find
the Sailors. 48 seconds to go here, folks, in this first quarter of action. Your Sailors are down.
Doesn't like what she sees.
21-6.
Take it in herself.
Carly Lanning throws it in.
Outside, back to
JC May. May working up the court. She's at the top of the key.
Going around
looks inside, looks outside. Doesn't like what she sees. Decides to take it in herself.
JC May.
No look pass outside. Back to
was knocked out of bounds.
Sarah Harrison results in it going around the circle and ending back up in the hands of JC May, who took a shot there, but it was knocked out of bounds by her own teammate. And Niwot will
kicks it out. And that's going to be Jamie Lee, near side top corner, and the Sims powering Marlo Baines goes up for the layup
on her. But Sims showing off her dribble moves, kicks it out, and that's going to be Jamie Lee, near side top corner, and the towering Marlo Baines goes up for the layup.
So Lanning will
just barely gets fouled by Carly Lanning.
Foul there.
Oh, no, that was
Erica Simmons already.
That was Lanning.
It was Lanning.
Yeah. So Lanning will
senior away from the halftime.
Will get called for the foul there.
That one dropped, right?
Just kind of watch out. There's a few girls already kind of
saying, though,
in trouble here.
From the
we're
not what
16
you want to
seconds
see
away from the halftime horn.
From the team, if you're Coach Raven.
That one dropped, right? Sorry.
Letting him
it did. That's points. Like you were saying, though, 16 seconds away from the horn.
Trouble. That's what I was.
Not what you want to see.
I just lost my train of thought
from your team if you're Coach Raper and Coach Ibarra. Letting him have these
Harrison off the hands.
Well, also the foul trouble. That's what I was. I just lost my train of thought.
She had a wide open
make sure I marked the points down. Nice pass from Harrison off the hands. Rose Epstein.
I'm not going to say.
Gotta make that grab. Gotta make that grab. She had a wide open layup. If she had caught that,
that's why it's a little more.
23-6.
I got it. Of course.
And good effort pass. Here we go.
Turns into a chance. Epstein gives it off to May. To Lanning, and the shot from Lanning no good. Look, it's slow on that.
That
could have been a little
and
something.
Air pass. Here we go. Turns into a chance. Epstein gives it off to May. To Lanning, and the shot from Lanning no good. Look, it's slow on that first. That could have been a little something at the buzzer. She should have taken the shot. Epstein. Lanning, what are you doing? Lanning initiative. Go. We are done here in the first 16 minutes. We'll be back with second half action. This is your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Basketball on 98.9. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yamba Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Denver Joe.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Basketball was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware.
Allstate Insurance, the Alice.
So, Lord 98.9 presents.
Need help? Auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Tyler Doyne. I'm a junior. I wear number 5, and I play small forward. I've been playing basketball ever since 3rd grade. I also like playing lacrosse and football. I'd like to go to college at CU Boulder. If I play sports in college, I would play lacrosse. In 10 years, I see myself with a successful job and a happy life. Outside of school, I'm also involved in lacrosse, basketball, and football. My favorite subject in school is AP Physics because it's very interesting to me. My favorite movie is Talladega Nights because shake and bake. Last summer I had lots of fun with my friends. We jumped off a bridge into the river a lot and it was pretty fun doing flips and stuff. My goals for this season are to win a league championship and win at least 2 playoff games. My goals for life are to have a happy life and be successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the friendships I made with my teammates. My name is Tyler Doyne. I'm a junior and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Lana Pivarnik, and I'm a senior. So I'm going to apply to 3 more, so we'll see where I end up. I don't plan on playing in college. In 10 years, I see myself living in the woods, which is also one of my life goals because it sounds really peaceful and relaxing. Outside of school, I'm highly involved in the drama troupe. My favorite subject in school is math because I really like solving problems. My favorite movie is Kingsman because it has some really cool action going on and it's really comedic. Last summer, I hiked to Machu Picchu with my mom and one of my really good friends and our guide Josias, and it was a really fun time. We summited a mountain that was 15,000 feet tall, which is higher than any point in the United States, and it was a really good time. Got to see some jungles and some mountains, and there are definitely aliens. I learned that after that trip. My goals for the season are just to have a really good time with my teammates because we're more of a family now, and just to hang out with them. And my goals for life, as I stated before, are to live in the woods, but actually to have a good life and enjoy myself and be happy. What I will remember most about being a sailor is freezing to death on the short bus regularly, but having a good time regardless of that. My name is Lana Pivarnik. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYB. Steamboat Springs.
We are here for second half action from Roosevelt High School. Your Steamboat Sailors girls squad just about set to take the court here in the second 16 minutes of play. Down 23-6 after that first half, and the scoring leader for all players is Sophie Grant. She's got 7 so far here this afternoon. Should be an interesting second half of play. We'll see whether or not Coach Ibarra kind of changes things up. I know he had started off playing that 3-2 zone and was looking to actually put a big up front, as big as Steamboat's got here on the girls' side of things, and kind of play it, and then like go a little bit shorter on the wings. But I think that we may see a little bit of a shift in the defensive scheme, at least, to try and create a few more turnovers. That Niwot squad kind of gave up on didn't give up on, but stopped doing that full court press and allowed Steamboat to have some offensive chances. They capitalized with 6 points, spread between 3 different shooters. We're underway with the second half. Steamboat in their white uniforms, red numbers, black trim. They are right to left on the radio dial on 98.9 Sports on FM. And here is Simmons. She's going to take this one. Fires down to Carly Lanning. A cross-court feed to Molly Brown with a quick jumper. And Weiss goes up with one. She'll shoot 2 from the line. Didn't get the ball to drop. I am joined by Lowen Epstein as well. As Lowen, first half, obviously a big hole here for Steamboat, but what do they need to do different to at least try and kind of reel this in a little?
Just like you said, fix the defensive scheme, getting more girls involved. And if they do what Niwot was doing in the first half, which was running that full court press, causing turnovers, if they can take a page out of their book, do the exact same thing, should be good to go here.
Both shots for Weiss off the rim and stayed out. 23-6 still, just underway. Niwot's first offensive possession here of the second half. It's going to be Sierra Harrison playing some defense. Nice job there. And it will turn into a travel as Rosie Setter picked up her pivot foot. Good job there from Harrison, not allowing the easy pass. And Steamboat will take over once again as they head back the other way. Erica Simmons leading the charge. Simmons surveys her options.
Simmons now kicks it over. Cross-court pass to Molly Brown. Back up top to Simmons. Over to Carly Lanning. She tries a 3-point attempt. No good. And that's going to be gathered by the towering Marlo Baines. Baines shoots it down court to Sophie Grant. Makes a dribble move. And that's an easy layup there for Grant. Just like Vladen said, the leading scorer this evening for all teams. So they're going to extend that deficit to 25-6. 6:49 left to play.
The Avalanche did win last night 2-0 against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they are on a 4-game winning streak. Sierra Harrison with the ball. She's trapped near side, deep corner, offensive end, but turns into a turnover as she tried to get a ball away, but couldn't quite find her mark. And then just like that, a foul. I believe that was called against Shelby Weiss. And so there will be a fresh troop off the bench. Looks to be Lana Pavarnik, as Weiss is now at 4. She may have seen the last of her action here in the third quarter. They'll try and maybe save her for quarter number 4. 6.5 to go here in the third stanza. It's going to be a ball that's off of Niwot last and out of bounds. Lee thought that that should have been a foul. It wasn't. Steamboat will possess now. Down 25-6 and looking for some points here to open up their second half scoring.
Simmons, the freshman, kicks it over. Molly Brown, near side, top corner, tries to find Harrison inside. And Marlo Baines will go down with that ball, causing a jump ball, which will change possession, making it the Cougars' ball. Fumbling my words there a little bit. Good hands there from Sophie Grant, and she just kept that one in after the ensuing pass inbounds from Rosie Setter. And Marlo Baines, it looked like, went up for the layup, got fouled, so she'll head to the line to shoot 2 with 6:11 left to go in this third quarter of action. 25-6 is your score here in Johnstown, Colorado. Is that?
Yeah, we're still in Colorado.
Thanks. You got that clarification.
I'm just doing what I can for you.
Marlo Baines currently at the free throw line. Looks like we're going to see Molly Quinn Kleins. Quinn, we call her. She'll check into the game here. Number 25 for the Sailors. So Baines went 1 of 2 on the free throws, making the lead 20 points now, so 26-6. And Carly Lanning will throw it back in. Sailors still working against this full court press here. Steal there from Sophie Grant results in an and-one play. She hits the layup and heads to the free throw line. What do you think about Sophie Grant?
Honestly, very impressed. I mean, before it's in first half, it was just, okay, this is a good player, but that play right here in front of the press box where she kept it in, she knocks down the free throw on the and-one play to get another point here, her 5th one on the third quarter, 12th of the game. But I think that was the most impressive one. She kept her balance and was able to keep the ball in play as well. That's just what you were talking about last night, dude. What? You're almost just eating the microphone. Whoa.
What was that?
Power surge.
Rose Epstein checking back into the game wearing my socks. LeBron James socks. Not sure how I feel about that. Quinn Kleins tries to take it inside, and they're going to call a jump ball as... No, I think they're going to call a foul here. Was that a foul?
I'm not sure. I'm still laughing about the fact that she's wearing her socks. That's why we have you on.
No, it was
that information.
It was a jump ball, so Sailors will retain possession as Lana Pavarnik finds Sierra Harrison inside. And now it's back up top to Quinn Kleins. Kleins gets the pick from Pavarnik. She'll work it around, far side, low corner, tries to find Epstein inside, and Sophie Grant, will notch another steal. Back the other way are the Cougars.
At the top of the key now, this is Bott, and Divya Bott gives it off to Grant. Layup no good. Rebound by Baines, and a putback. There's 2 more points for Baines and company. And now it's going to be taken by Molly Brown, progressing up to the midcourt line. 31-6, the score. Your Sailors down, looking to try and get a little bit of offense here in the late stages of this third quarter play. Nice shot from Pavarnik. She was at a bad angle. She's able to put it home, though, for her 4th point on the afternoon. And it's 31-8 now.
And refs are going to blow their whistle.
That's a carry.
Carry there from Jamie Lee, which will make this Steamboat ball. Molly Quinn Kleins, the bright orange shoes here, will be on the throw-in after this timeout called by the Sailors. They're going to try to get some easy points here. 31-8 is your score. Quick shout-out to our sponsors, Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full body auto
full service body auto body shop.
I was trying to do it, no looking. But you always meet by accident. Russell's Auto Salon, 879-1515.
Ace Hardware, Steamboat's helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products.
Fair enough.
4:37 left here in the third quarter of play. 31-8 lead for Niwot. Your Steamboat Sailors are right to left on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. And it will be a Sailors possession out of the timeout taken by the coaching staff. Coach Ibarra and Coach Raper having their words with the Sailors girls, and we'll see what they can do out of the break. Inbound pass comes to Kleins, and Quinny, as we call her, will take this one out of court. Molly Kleins finds the hands there of Molly Brown. Now it's Pavarnik for three. She knocks it down. Lana Pavarnik is going to draw this one to over the 10-point mark.
31-11 is your score right now, as be tipped out of bounds by Pavarnik. Full change here for the Cougars as they're up 31-11, trying to get some of these bench players in. So all five will come off and be substituted. As they're under the basket, Nikki Sims. She'll find her teammate there. Now it's near corner. Back to Sims. Top of the key. And now it's inside to Sophie Story. Story now kicks it over to Rosie Setter. Setter inside. And that's back to Sims with Epstein guarding her. Good job from Epstein as she was able to cause the double dribble. So Sailors will create a turnover there, just like we said going into the half. That's what they needed to do.
Molly Brown now gets it to Kleins. She looks for her options, goes back to Brown. Brown will take the dribble now to the far side, gets Pavarnik. Heat check for Pavarnik. No good on that one, though. And Epstein was trying to argue that she didn't touch that ball last, but she was the only Sailor around that one and the only player around that one. Hits off her, goes out of bounds, and it will turn into an Niwot ball. Inbound play here from Allie Colvin. She's getting her first taste of action here on the evening, wearing the brace on the right knee. Must have been bugging her in first half play. Now a three ball at the other end of the court. That one is good from Lily Sieben.
My boy Matt Greiniker dapping me up here. Big game from him. I'm expecting it tonight. This is Molly Brown now, top of the key, over to Brown. Quinn Kleins. Kleins dribbling inside, kicks it out to Molly Brown. There's going to be a steal there from Niwot, and that is Mary Gillette going coast to coast for the layup after creating the turnover. Nice job there from Gillette.
Steamboat now takes it back. 36-11 to score, and a timeout. It looks to be a full timeout taken by Coach Ibarra. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, bringing you Steamboat Sailors girls basketball. You can also listen and watch online at steamboatradio.com. Sports on FM, bringing you Steamboat Sailors girls basketball. You can also listen and watch online at steamboatradio.com.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Roosevelt High School, 36-11. Your Steamboat Sailors girls team down in a big way, 25 points to this Niwot squad. The Cougars started pouring it on early. They haven't really let off the gas pedal. And Steamboat has come back out of this, into the second half, and they've got 5 points here in the third quarter, all of them from Pavarnik, but good to see their offense at least starting to churn a little bit. As this is going to be Brown. Swings it to Pavarnik, fakes the shot, now goes to Epstein, tosses into the middle there, looking for Brown, and a jump ball. And it will be a Steamboat possession here. Nice job there from the Sailors' Molly Brown. Pavarnik now jumps out to the end line, far side of the basketball hoop, and will inbound this one. Tries to toss it. hits off Gillette. She's got some lengthy arms there. She's had about 3 or 4 different inbound passes that she's knocked down, but all of those so far have traveled out of bounds off her arms, so it's been maintained possession. Steamboat this time it does the pass, that is, finds Molly Brown, and she'll just dribble to the top of the key here, calling for movement off the ball. Brown cuts back, gives it off to Erica Simmons, inside now to Sierra Harrison, tried to get it to Pavarnik, intercepted, and Sims the other way. She's going to go for the layup with the left hand, and that drops in for the first 2 points for Sims.
See what happens when you create turnovers. That's back-to-back plays where this Niwot team has gotten some points off of steals. This is Sierra Harrison now, top corner, near side, tries to go up for the layup, tries to draw the foul, but instead it's just going to be tipped out of bounds. Luckily, it was off a girl in green, so Erica Simmons will be under the net on the throw-in. Finds Sierra Harrison once again, puts up the short J, no good, gathered by Sailors. Scrum going on the ground here as the Cougars are going to come out with it. Nikki Sims back the other way, and that ball is going to be on the ground. Oh, there we go. We're back on. Technical difficulties here, as looks like maybe a power surge.
I think so, maybe.
Kicked us off air for a second. Didn't miss much. Niwot hit a layup, makes this 40-11. And we have 22 seconds to work here. I wasn't paying attention.
Me neither.
I was looking at trying to fix that. Or looking at what you were doing. Nikki Sims now working the ball over. This is going to be Lily Seidman. She'll kick it back out. Inside is Mary Gillette. She'll go up for the layup. No good. Gathered by Pavarnik. And that'll do it here, folks, for this third quarter of action. Your Sailors down 40-11.
We'll be back in a minute for the fourth and final quarter. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Minute for the fourth and final quarter. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
opportunity to lay up for Niwot. That one drops. First 2 points here for Sophie Grant on the fourth quarter, as she leads all scorers right now with 14 points so far today. Steamboat's going to have this possession. They're going to inbound it from the far side, a loose ball on the court. Just underway with the fourth and final quarter of play here, 42-11. Steamboat down. They'll look to hit that 20-point mark, as that would be impressive at this point with their offense having been relatively dormant so far, just scoring 11 points, all of them coming in the second and third quarters. So hopefully Steamboat can put 9 up, try and double up on their scoring to this point. I'd say that would be pretty good, right, Lowen?
Absolutely, that would be fantastic, Mr. Chase. Shelby Weiss gathers a loose ball. Outlet pass to Molly Brown. Brown now working it up the floor. She'll kick it over to Erica Simmons. Erica Simmons back to Carly Lanning, number 33, senior for your Sailors. She'll toss it up to Shelby Weiss. Back over to Lanning. Far corner to Molly Brown. Now we're baseline. Shot from behind the rim from Shelby Weiss is no good. I love that. That was like a 2K glitch shot.
That would have been sweet if that went in.
That would have been the play of the year.
Yep. Here's Simmons on the inbound play, trying to go to Brown. Weiss ends up with it, and she's getting a nice little fake move there from Weiss. Shot no good though. Rebound scooped up by Niwot, and they are the other way. 6.5 minutes.
And now this is Rosie Setter. Setter working versus Simmons. And Sophia Grant making her presence prominent. Making her prominent presence felt here tonight. Gotta use my vocab.
It's tough sometimes.
As she'll find Getter back. Out to Bott in the center. Back into Setter. And there'll be a foul there as Sophie Grant went up for the layup.
No, they're saying that that's just a...
Was it just okay, so no free throws there, but it will remain Cougars' possession. Sophie Grant now working it over to Bott. Bott to Jamie Lee, far corner, low side. Jamie Lee now. Good defense there from Molly Brown as she caused the travel. Getting right up in her face and making her step back 2 or 3 times. Getting the refs to blow that whistle. So Steamboat has possession.
Blow that whistle. 5:43 left here. What? In the fourth quarter of play. 42-11. I don't even know. It's going to be taken by Simmons. Swung out deep side corner. That was Brown from range. No good. Outlet pass from Niwot, though, is behind the hands there of Jamie Lee. And it'll be a possession for Steamboat on the far sideline. What's up? What'd I miss?
Nothing. Just this. Sailors now working it inside. Off-ball foul. Push. Will stay Sailors ball. Carly Lanning on the inbounds play under the basket. Lanning, 5:24 left to work in this game, down 42-11. She's going to find Shelby Weiss. Weiss drives in. Good shot there from Weiss as it doesn't fall, though. And Sierra Harrison will get the rebound before it goes out of bounds. Sailors will have possession once more.
This is some good momentum right now. Steamboat was building up, and Coach Kelly Gray had about enough of that. She will take a 30-second timeout here for Niwot. It'll be Steamboat's possession out of this timeout, though. A lot of good stuff happening there. Low, at least some retained possession and some offensive time for the Sailors. They've only got 11 points so far, none in this fourth quarter, but they're getting their chances here in the last stanza of play.
Correct.
Thank you.
42-11 is your score. 5:15 left to play. And just like you said, it would be a good mark for the Sailors to hit the 20-point marker. Carly Lanning under the basket. She'll find Sierra Harrison. Harrison back out as Erica Simmons fumbles it a bit, but finally gets over to Kleins. Back to Simmons, near side top corner. Simmons inside looking for Weiss. That's going to be stolen away, though, by Sophie Grant. She notches her 5th steal of the game. Grant working cross court. She'll give a move to Simmons before inside is Marlo Baines. And Sophie Grant goes up for the layup once more. Foul. What was the off-ball foul? Off-ball foul. That's right. They called a push. So Steamboat will have it back with Erica Simmons moving right to left on your radio dial.
Worked over to Lanning, quickly to Harrison. Back to Lanning, too far for her, though, as she had made a move into the middle of the court, and it was at her previous locale on the pass. And so she's unable to wrangle it in. Turns into possession here for Niwot. They're going to try and break a quick little press there from Steamboat, and they're able to do so successfully. They're on the attack. It's going to be swung out to block. Top of the key now taken near side of the 3 marker. And good ball movement here from Niwot as they just swing this one around. That's not the first time we've seen that. They'll work it into a player at about the free throw line, back outside, and then all of a sudden they'll find a cut man. As we see it right again there. Who's kind of running behind this zone defense for Steamboat. Another 2 points put up there. While I was busy talking, Sophie Grant gets a couple more to her total.
Carly Lanning now, pump fake, gets bought, tries the 3 ball, no good off the front iron. She knows she can shoot, and she's not afraid to show it as the Cougars gather that missed 3 ball. Back the other way is Jamie Lee, over to Grant, top of the key. Inside now to Marlo Baines. Baines working it, and it's going to be stolen by Shelby Weiss. Good takeaway there from the sophomore wearing number 30. 4 girls in white. She pulls up from 3-point now. Whoa. Hits it. Shelby Weiss with the 3-point shot. Makes this score 44-14.
Her first 3 on the day.
On the season, I'm pretty sure.
No, she had some earlier. Remember back in Brenda Patch? She knocked.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
3:15 left here. 44-14. Lead for Niwot. Your Steamboat Sailors with a tall hill to climb, but definitely, like I said, 20 or 25 points would be a good thing to shoot for.
Quick shout out to our sponsors here, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength when you're feeling short-handed. Chris Puckett at the downtown Edwards Jones office. Call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. And Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends coming to town. Call us at 970-879-8000 for the locals connection discount. Wyndham Vacation Rentals.
I'm all about that locals connection discount.
Do you visit Steamboat a lot?
Every once in a while.
I hear it's all right there.
It has its moments. 3:15 left here in the 4th quarter of play. 44-14 the lead. Niwot on the inbound play after the Cougars took the timeout. Here is Sims. She's going to get a block. Nice little pick there. Sims still with the ball, trying to dribble away from Harrison. Sierra Harrison on her, though, and eventually Sims was pushed out there, and it will be a foul against Steamboat? No. They're saying Steamboat baller right on. That's cool. Right. That looked like a push right there. I mean, if you ever seen one, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's kind of at the end there of the baseline. Now Shelby Weiss checks out. In comes J.C. May.
Shelby Weiss doing good here, not getting that 5th foul. She's been at 4 for the last quarter. This is Simmons working over near side top corner to Quinn Kleins. Top of the key to Carly Lanning. J.C. May now pulls up from 3-point range. No good, and it's going to be gathered by Carly Lanning, who tries to go for the layup. She'll get fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. 2:45 left to go here as Coach Kelly Gray getting animated here with her Niwot girls team. She doesn't like them fouling, I guess. Carly Lanning's first free throw is no good. She lines up for the second one. That one is up and down as Blonde Chase likes to say. So that means it's good. 44-15 is your score.
Here's some tissues. Wipe your nose off. 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter of play. 44-15 score. It's going to be a foul, I believe, against Steamboat. No, just out. Yes, Carly Lanning's fouled out of the game.
Darn.
Niwot's going to take this inbound play. And they find the hands there of Colvin. And a shot not going to drop for the Cougars. Here comes JC May. She gets the rebound. 44-15 lead for the Niwot Cougars. A chance for 13-footer there from Sierra Harrison. No good. Rebound by Kleins. Goes up and down, and she will get her first 2 points on the game.
Niwot Cougars taking it back the other way. Sailors almost at the 20-point mark. 17 to be exact, as Nikki Sims handles the ball. Shoots it inside, trying to find Colvin, but they're going to call a jump ball as Lana Pavarnik was involved on that wrap-up play. And it will remain Cougars' possession. Under the basket now is Mary Gillette. Gillette will throw it in here, looking for Allie Colvin once more. Puts up a layup, no good, but Gillette is there to get the putback. And they extend their lead 46-17 now. Jason May, the sophomore captain, kicks it over near side top corner. Quinn Kleins doesn't know where to go with it. Pump fakes, uses her dribble. Bounce pass over to JC May. Steps up, tries to shoot the 17-footer, but the basketball gods say no. That one's in and out.
Now this is Niwot with the dribble. It is Sieben. Sends over to the hands of Gillette. Quickly up top to Sims. Far side of the arc now. This is taken by Sophie Story. She gets one off to Colvin. Quickly up top again to Gillette. Near side it's Sims once more. Still beyond the arc. A lot of the shell passing for this Niwot squad this possession. As Gillette gets into the top of the key. Now has a drive. Takes the lane. Shot turns into a foul against JC May. 1:06 left in this fourth quarter. 46-17 the score. And Gillette will be headed to the line to shoot two. JC May's first foul. I thought she was in trouble because she hadn't seen a lot of action in the last few minutes. First shot from Gillette is no good, and she just got stiffed on the high five there, looking for Colvin. left hanging. 66 seconds left. Second shot attempt from the free throw line also is no good. This is going to be taken now by Lana Pavarnik. Pavarnik stop and pop. That one's blocked. And she held on to the ball a little too long on that. And it'll be taken back by Niwot as they attack once more.
Sims works it over. This is Allie Colvin, number one. Nice job there from Quinn Klein. She gets the steal, goes up, fast break layup. Nobody ahead of her, and she hits it. Good job there from Molly Quinn Kleins. 46-19, 37 seconds to work here as Kleins will get a foul, reach-in foul there. And since the Sailors are in the bonus, Mary Gillette will head to the free throw line to shoot free throws.
Is that what you do there?
That's what you typically do there.
I like that. And
Gillette's one free throw is no good, and Quinn Kleins tips it out of bounds. She's mad at herself right now, makes two mistakes, but no sweat. Always improvement to be made. Timeout here from Coach George Ibarra of the Sailors. What do you think? What do you think about this game, Mr. Chase?
Tough for Steamboat. They have their moments. They always seem to have their moments inside of games. Talking with the coaching staff, it's about finding more consistency and not only in stringing together more moments, but also with their players. And individually, they've got to find a group effort where they all kind of find their stride offensively, because a lot of these girls can shoot, and they say in practice that they do quite a bit better than they see in games. Their percentage drops, and I think that's just a spike in the excitement, being in front of the crowds. a big one here at Roosevelt today. Wow. 33.3 left in the fourth quarter, but I think that they just kind of need to mentally pull it together. I think this is a team that can at least win one game, perhaps more, this year.
Thank you for that, John Gruden.
You're welcome.
You're John Gruden without the $100 million. You hear about that?
No.
Just got $100 million from the Oakland Raiders to be their new head coach.
Wow. I didn't get that. I'm not coaching for the Raiders.
Nikki Sims, 18 seconds to work here, is going to kick it over to Sophie Story, who gets trapped in the corner and steps out of bounds. So Sailors may have the last possession of this one.
I didn't know.
Oh, no, it was a foul.
Didn't know that they got rid of old Jackie boy.
Jack Del Rio. Yep, they sure did after that terrible season this year. Not much better than Denver, but still bad. This is the Sailors now. Working it. Last possession of the game here. 7 seconds to work. As Quinn Kleins tries to get one. No good. And under the basket on the ensuing play was Erica Simmons, who got the putback and got fouled. So with 2.7 left here to play.
Oh, this is big.
I think they can mount a comeback potentially.
No, they can get to 20 though. Simmons drops it.
20, there you go. Counted as a dub, folks. Sailors down 46-20. Simmons doing big things here.
You know, you laugh at that, but I was talking about it with the interview with Brian before the game, and with a team like this, you want to kind of set goals individually and, of course, as a unit for each team. That way, when you achieve it, you can start to build the confidence up, because it takes a lot. I mean, they say that the girls are, Coach Ibarra was saying the girls are actually doing all right mentally when you get in the locker room, but it definitely will wear on you. And so,
and that's it here from Johnstown, Colorado, as your Steamboat Sailors girls basketball team falls to the Niwot Cougars 46-20.
We will be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the boys' game here, set to tip off at about 4:40. This is your Sailors Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also heard on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. This is your Sailors Sports Connection, KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also heard on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on 98.9.
Yeah, actually going. I mean, you know what you're talking about.
Doing big things here.
You know, you laugh at that, but I was talking about it with the interview with...
Better if they don't turn it over and put up some points. Thanks, Juan. It's dope. It's dope.
Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic.
Enjoy that time. Right, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, there was a lot of
George is gonna be like, what the hell?
What?
George is gonna be like, who did this?
Whoever did that, tell him not to.
No. Can you get the camera to Austin next time? Anything? I'm still right there. You're fine. Go in the bathroom. I have it.
The River, KCLQ, Steamboat Springs. Are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey.
Are you doing our camera? This one?
I guess so. She's definitely.
Sailors Hockey on 98. On the river, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs, 98.9. Sponsored.
Who told him whose guest was this? White as hell.
Isn't that where the Rough Riders sat last night?
On the river, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs. Sponsored by Steamboat Springs. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Hockey was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the sailors, so please support our sponsors. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey, only on Sports. Only on listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey. Only on the river, KCOQ, Steamboat Springs. Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs and Steamboat Radio.
Yeah, just as good as
and Steamboat Radio.
What's your name?
How are you? I'm Taylor.
I'm Vlad.
Nice to meet you. I'm Professor.
Steamboat Springs and SteamboatRadio.com.
She called me. She's like parking. I think this class started like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, that's good.
Springs and SteamboatRadio.com.
It didn't work.
Oh, I hope we have a chance.
So if I see it, I like about it from the start. I'm with some white girls and I love ALC, double LC, like I'm crazy, smoking OG. And you know me, I'm a 2-3s, I'm a gold team. Just smiling, but you see me from the nosebleed. I'm a new 3, and I change out to a new D. Why have a song? When I started balling, I was young. You won't think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on 98.9. Are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Basketball. Steamboat Sailors Basketball on the river. Steamboat Sailors Basketball on the river. KCLQ, Steamboat Springs. 98.9. Spark by Dawson. On the river. KCLQ, Steamboat Springs. Spark by Doc's Auto Clinic.
Yapa Valley Bay.
Alpine Lumber.
Mountain View
Springs. Spark by Doc's Auto Clinic.
Yapa Valley Bay.
Alpine Lumber.
Mountain View Car Wash.
Steamboat Dental Center.
And Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Basketball was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware.
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency.
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center.
Russell's Auto Salon.
And Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the sailors, so please support our sponsors. Sports on Essex.
Small world, all friends know me. Young boy living like a no-key. Release the cash, watch it fall slowly. Right now, still trying to get in. Haters mad for whatever reason. Smoke in the air.
Support the sailors, so please support our sponsors. The River, KCLQ, Steamboat Springs. 98.9 and SteamboatRadio.com. And SteamboatRadio.com. Steamboat Radio. And SteamboatRadio.com. Steamboat Springs and SteamboatRadio.com. The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Basketball.
Of course, I have some fear, but that fear is truly fake.
Work and attention to detail. So while the sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Dawson Lindquist. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 22. I play forward. I've been playing basketball ever since about 5th grade. I also like track and field. I like the high jump. I'd like to go to a college out of state preferably, but it doesn't really matter to me. I would like to play basketball in college or high jump for track and field. I see myself in 10 years living a happy life, staying connected with all the guys I met in high school and my friends. Outside of school, I am also involved in a job. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Finding Nemo. Last summer, I made some really good memories with my friends, and I worked a lot, got a lot of money, so it was pretty fun. My goals for this season are to have the best season, the most fun that I've had since I've been in high school. My goals for life are to create a lot of good habits, to have a good paying job, and to be happy. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the respect and humility that all the players show, and it's just fun to be around them. I'm Dawson Lindquist. I'm a sophomore, proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Here from Roosevelt High School, your Steamboat Sailors boys team just about set to get this matchup underway, and the tip-off about to commence against Silver Creek, the Raptors, out of Longmont, in case you were wondering. As starting lineups just getting announced here for both squads, and we will have that opening tip-off. Steamboat, of course, lost yesterday to Roosevelt in a very tight game, came down to the wire yet again, almost a game that was forced into overtime. It was a last-second blemish on Steamboat. They had a chance with a possession with under 10 seconds to go to at least get a shot off, turned into a turnover and some extra points in the last few seconds off of free throws. Joined by Lowen Epstein here. And Lowen, obviously, this should be a great matchup, a real tough tilt for your Steamboat Sailors.
Yeah, I can't tell you how disappointed this team was after losing that close one to the Roosevelt Rough Riders last night. This Silver Creek team, make no mistake, is a very prominent team that Sailors will play this season. This is going to be a tough one if the Sailors want to get this dub and get out of here, but we'll see. It's going to be a close game.
Should be a fun one to watch. Steamboat's left to right on the radio dial here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. 3-ball from Riniker, no good. Aiden Knaus rebounds, gives it back to Riniker. He's going to be called for a travel as he tried to do a little football-esque shake-and-bake move there. Coach Randall has early words with the official. Inbound play for Silver Creek, and they're going to have their first offensive go at it. Taking it up is senior number 24, that's Hubert. Gets it off near side to Warner. Warner back to Hubert near side, still beyond the arc, deep corner. Dribbles up, gives it off to Warner again. Top of the key here. Warner's just going to look to dribble. Swings right back outside to Hubert. And Hubert now gives it off for the first touch there for Grosaint. And Grosaint up top. Once more. Reiters gets it. Over to Hubert. A lot of movement around the shell here for this Silver Creek squad, as they're donning maroon jerseys, and it looks like they're almost bedazzled here with their numbers.
They are.
And it looks as though we've got a first foul of the game, and it's going against Mac Riniker. Just about a minute and 4 seconds into this first quarter of play, still scoreless here. Silver Creek will take the ball from the near side. This is Dykema, and Dykema looks and eventually just floats one over to his own side of the midcourt line. Hubert takes over there, running point guard, and a great play from Mac Riniker getting in the passing lane, but again maintain possession.
Yeah, if you watch Mac Riniker this game, he's going to be locked down on Trent Dykema. Dykema's averaging 28 points per game this season. He's leading every player in 4A conference right now. They're going to have Mac Riniker do something called B-Craft, which for everybody who doesn't know is where you don't go into the zone, you stay on number 2 the entire game.
It should be interesting to see if he might be able to lock him down. 6.5 to go. Hubert's in, and a layup is going to go for the first points. That was Grosaint, who ends up getting the first points of the game for either team. 2-0 lead for Silver Creek.
Time violation.
Wow, just like that, a quick time violation. That was a fast 5 seconds if I've ever counted. 6:27 left, first quarter play. 2-0 lead, and Silver Creek with another offensive possession.
Bad mistake there from Jake Berry, but he'll bounce back this game, I'm confident. Now this is inside the post. Trevor Reiters trying to go up over the head of Aiden Knaus, and he does so. Makes this a 4-0 game. 6:16 left to go. Tyler Doyne trying to break this full court press now. Finds Quinn Connell. Connell back to Riniker. Riniker now wearing number 20. Finds Quinn Connell. Goes between his legs. Kicks it back out to Riniker. Dives in. Loses it for a second. Gathered by Jake Berry. Berry now dribbles around. Trapped in the corner. Lofts it up to Quinn Connell. He pulls up from way downtown. Nothing there as he airballs that one. He was about 5 feet short. And it's going to be regained by Tyler Doyne. And before...
Looks like Grosaint got a foul.
Off-ball foul there on Grosaint, so Mac Riniker will toss it in. Riniker now. And another foul there. Was it? Nope, it just went, I think it just got tipped out of bounds. So Riniker is back where we started. He tries to bounce it off of Reiters, and it works out, so it'll be Quinn Connell now on the inbounds pass. Right under the hoop. Lofts it up to Mac Riniker, goes in, post, pump fake, out to Knaus, pulls up from three-point range, in and out, no good, gathered by Dykema. Dykema now back the other way. This is going to be Ashton Hubert. Hubert working versus Jake Berry. Christian Warner now, the senior. He is working it out at the top of the key, and now it's to Dykema. Dykema pulls up from three-point range, splash, and he's got that one over the head of Mac Riniker, who is on him for the whole game. 7-0 now, 5:19 to play.
Steamboat looking for their first points. They've got possession here, left to right on KTYV. Pass from Berry gets Connell, and a bounce pass to Riniker back to Connell, and in quickly to Knaus. Has to gather it in. Passes off to Connell, and that shot no good. It looked as though his foot would have been on the line. And it's quickly the other way for Silver Creek. And it looks as though a block there against Quinn Connell couldn't quite set his feet. Otherwise, could have been a charge. 4:57 left, 7-0 lead. Silver Creek looking to push that out to 9 or 10, depending on what they're looking to do offensively. And it will be Dykema. Double team there as Doyne was quickly up to help Riniker. Got it off to Hubert, though. Hubert almost lost it there to Riniker. Ends up with the ball, though, and tosses it to the near side deep corner. That's Warner. Up to Hubert again, to Dykema, and he's just going to slow things down a little bit. Dribbling, calling for a quick pick, and Dykema is going to drive in and get 2 more points as he has a quick 5 to start this thing off for Silver Creek. 4:27 left, 9-0 lead for the Raptors.
Mac Riniker now. He was working on Dykema. He's allowed 5 points. Jake Berry trying to move it up the court is going to step out of bounds, and timeout here from Coach Van Dahl. After that game last night, I was in the locker room, and Coach Van Dahl was not happy, as easy as I could put it. So this game, we were in the hotel room. The players were locked down. We went to bed right after the game, and we woke up early this morning. Sailors, we went and did a walkthrough here earlier, and this is it's a confidence issue right now for some of these guys like Ethan Piles, who had a play yesterday that some of the guys on the team were giving him flack for because it might secured that win up for the Rough Riders. So they've got to get back to their old shooting selves and play some classic Sailors basketball here.
That also starts on the back end as well. They are one of the more talented defensive teams with Doyne and Mac Riniker, 2 players we like to call the Condors for Steamboat. So far, though, they have not taken flight. 9-0 Silver Creek lead. Raptors on top. That Kemba finds his man under the basket and gets it to Grossaint, who puts in 2 more, and it's an 11-0 lead here. And a quick turnover. Silver Creek with the ball once more. A little stop, fake pop, and another reverse from Grossaint. Pushes this one out to a quick 13-0 lead.
Offensive clinic here early for this Raptors team. And already making a full bench change here, up 13-0, 3:39 left to go. Sailors need to really get their act together. Dawson Lindquist is going to come in for Aiden Knaus. Knaus hasn't really done much here early. Hopefully they'll get him involved later. Tyler Doyne now. He'll be on the throw-in pass after an off-ball foul from the Raptors. This is Jake Berry, point guard senior, and he's at the top of the key. Pitches it over to Quinn Connell. Connell back to Berry. Berry drives in, shoots up. Pulls up from the lane. No good, though. And Mac Riniker gathers the rebound. Throws an elbow. Gets the jump ball call. So this will be Sailors basketball. Tyler Doyne will be on the throw-in, and we're going to see Trevor Reiters come in here for Eric Grossaint. Riniker.
We're just over halfway through this quarter, still scoreless for the Sailors, yeah.
Riniker finds Quinn Connell way deep, and he's going to have to restart, bring it back up. Connell now, number 11, junior point guard, finds Tyler Doyne. Now it's Berry at the top of the key. Berry over to near the far side top corner to Connell. And they're going to see another off-ball foul there as Sailors will retain possession. If they can get the Raptors in foul trouble, it'll be a lot easier to come back from this 13-point deficit. Connell now running out of time under the basket, finds Lindquist inside. Lindquist kicks it out to Riniker. Riniker, he's got Reiters on him. He's going to kick it over near side top corner to Quinn Connell. Connell almost gets it stolen away, finds Berry, goes up in, looking for the foul as he was going up for the layup. Does not get the whistle, but it does get blocked out of bounds by Joseph Roth-Bogret for the Raptors. So this will remain Sailors ball once more as Berry's going to find Connell on the inbounds pass. Over to Tyler Doyne, near side top corner, back to Berry. Wants the three-point shot, decides to pass it off to Doyne. Doyne, cross-court pass to Riniker. Riniker drives in, kicks it out to Lindquist. He pulls up from three-point, in and out. No good. Raptors on the rebound.
That's about as deep in and out as you can get. That one almost hit off of the netting at the bottom and came back out. A shot at the other side for a 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Lindquist. Gets it to Jake Berry. 2:24 to go, and ticking down here first quarter play. Quinn Connell now gets the ball from the hands of his soccer mate, Jake Berry. Berry's got an open 3. That one is not going to fall either. Remains 13-0. Silver Creek with another offensive possession here, and a chance to push it out even more. Quick layup, no good. A little bit too much speed there from Eaton.
Tyler Doran gets the rebound, though. He'll drive in, kick it out to Riniker. Pump fake. Back out to Jake Berry. Pulls up from three-point range once more. Air ball. Lengthy arms of Tyler Doran come in and sweep up that rebound. And he'll go up for the layup. Gets fouled. He'll shoot 2. Ethan Piles getting ready to check in here. Ethan Piles went 1 from 10 from the field yesterday. Had a game that he'd like to forget. And the words in the locker room regarding him were not necessarily the best, and he told me today that he plans on dropping 17 on this Raptors team. He wants to bounce back. We'll see what Ethan Piles can do here as a quick timeout before the free throws from Coach Van Dahl.
I see he got his jersey.
Yeah, it's not his red one, though, but he brought his white one. His red one was left in the boat. Steamboat.
$1:50 left here in the first quarter of play. Steamboat's still looking for their first points. We are over 3/4 of the way through this first stanza. Still no buckets for Steamboat.
Not something we're used to seeing.
Nope.
Tyler Doyne still, remember, has to shoot his 2 free throws as trying to chip away at this 13-point deficit. Ethan Piles in the game now. Sport number 23 in white. So Tyler Doyne gets the first bucket of the evening for the Sailors, as makes this score 13-1. His second free throw is up and in as well. So 13-2.
A little less iron on that second.
Is your score here with $1:48 to go. This is Dykema now. He's got Riniker working on him. Expect to see that the whole game. Dykema wants to give and go. Stolen away by Riniker. Riniker back the other way. And now this is Mac Riniker. Goes between his legs. Doesn't move. Goes up. Floater. And that one's in. Mac Riniker getting this show going.
2 quick baskets. Silver Creek's the other way. 4-0 run for Steamboat. Looking to extend that one with a defensive stop. Travel is called. And that's just a giveaway there from Riders. And Steamboat will take what they get. As a quick substitution made by the Raptors. And Steamboat's going to take over here with a chance to continue their little bounce back offensively. They got it started with Doyne, 2 more from Mac Riniker last possession. And now it's Lindquist to the top of the key to Tyler Doyne. Floats one into Riniker. He takes a drive, finds the paint. Left-handed layup is down for 2 more, and Mac Riniker trying to lead his team back here. It's 13-6.
The Steamboat way, as they like to say. Mac Riniker doing big things here late in this first quarter, as it's going to go out of bounds off the Raptors. So with under a minute to play here, this is Jake Berry, the senior point guard, moving left to right on your radio dial. He'll take it up. Berry shoots it over to Lindquist. Back up top to Tyler Doyne. Inside, tries to find Riniker. It's going to be stolen by Riders. Riders goes up, fast break, loses it. Riders went up for the layup. Nobody in front of him, and just mishandled the ball. And it goes out of bounds. 13-6 is your score here with 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter of action.
So Steamboat with a couple gifts there. One was a travel, one just a simple loss of possession. And they've got a chance to continue their run. Here's Knaus for 3! And that is a good one from 3 at the top of the arc. And now a 9-0 run for Steamboat has them right back in this one. Aiden Knaus with his first trace of the evening. Silver Creek at the other end. A quick layup, and that's going to be an and-one play. Doyne amazed that was a foul. It looked like he had set, but the layup is good for Warner.
They wanted the charge call there. That's what Coach Van Dahl was waving his arms for. So 15-9 is your score right now. 9.8 seconds to go left in this first quarter. And Sailors have chipped away at this lead. Got to keep up the consistency now. Reniker has given them quite the boost as that free throw from Christian Warner is good. Makes it 16-9. We've got 7 seconds left to go. Barry takes it in, almost loses it, kicks it back out. Canals, it's going to be a turnover. Dykema now, he's got 5 seconds to go. And that'll do it here for this first quarter of action, ending with a Steamboat Springs turnover.
We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and be back with more action. This is your Steamboat Sailors boys basketball game right here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Ball game right here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Good response.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Rose is salty, man.
She's not very happy right now.
Oh, no. Anywho, we're here at Roosevelt High School in Blodden Chase, joined by Lowen Epstein. 8 minutes on the clock and ticking down. 16-9 lead after the first quarter of play. Silver Creek occupies the larger of those numbers. Steamboat is left to right on the radio dial here in this second quarter of play. Is a Silver Creek possession to start things off. Work to the near side. Riders gets right back on the give-and-go play there to Warner. Now just dishes off to Duquette. And Duquette beyond the arc, going to just give one right back to the hands of Warner. And it looks as though we will have a foul. Off-ball foul against Steamboat, or was that a travel? That was a travel.
That was a travel, yeah. So Steamboat will regather possession here. Tyler Doyne on the throw-in. He's going to find Jake Berry. Berry trying to break this full court press. Shoots it all the way up court to Ethan Piles. Ethan Piles spins around, goes in, gets the layup. Ethan Piles, his first bucket of the game. 16-11. Trent Dykema now.
Piles check. He's got 15 to go. It's going to be a quick shot from Dykema that doesn't drop.
And now this is Barry back the other way fast. Inside to Reniker. Reniker pump fake. Doesn't like what he sees. He's got 3 guys on him. Loses the ball. Should have passed it out to Barry, but he's just going to lose that one, and they're going to call a foul on Mac Reniker. I think he was grabbing the ankles of Trevor Reiters. They're going to call a holding call there, as now it's Dykema bringing it back up for the Raptors. This is Christian Warner now. He'll be at the top of the key. He's going to give it to Andrew Duquette. Duquette, the sophomore, gives it back to Christian Warner. And now it's inside. Raiders goes up for it, and Tyler Doyne gets the block. He had a few nasty ones last night as Tyler Doyne's making plays here defensively. Another one. Tyler Doyne says, "Get that out of here," with back-to-back blocks on Trevor Reiters.
He didn't like what he was seeing there.
And the 6'4" frame of Doyne is no match for anyone who comes in that paint, really. We saw him tearing it up yesterday versus the Rough Riders as well. Now we're inside off the inbounds pass. The block went out of bounds, and Riders goes out of bounds again off a Sailors defender.
That was a Doyne foul there.
A Doyne off-ball foul. So now we're back where we started with Dykema on the throw-in. Now we're near side top corner. Christian Warner sends it over to Dykema. He's got Mac Reniker on him. Over to Warner, top of the key. He's looking for movement. Backs up a few steps. Warner now. Hand off to Roth Bogrit. Bogrit tries to find Duquette inside, and it's just off his fingertips. Turnover there from the Raptors. Sailors ball.
6:08 left here in second quarter play. 16-11 lead for Silver Creek. Your Sailors, though, after that 13-0 run, they've gone on an 11-3 run of their own to get back into this game. Here's a chance for Knaus, deep far corner. Three ball is good. Aiden Knaus with his second tray ball here of the afternoon, and he will take that one when he can get him. 16-14 now, just 2 points separating the teams. And there's an interception by Riniker. He steals the ball. He's up court. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Connell. His layup is going to drop, and we're tied up at 16 apiece.
Riniker is gasping for air right now. He's got to guard Dykema, and these two going toe-to-toe is quite the match to see. How many points does Dykema have right now? Just 5?
So far, he's just got the 5 so far.
For someone averaging 28 points a game, that's a good job from Riniker. This is going to be Duquette working the ball. It's Dykema at the top of the key. He calls for movement, calls the play, and here he goes between his legs. Gets the pick on Riniker, goes up from the free throw line, no good. Gathered by Reiters under the basket, and they're going to call a foul. Oh, no, they're going to call a travel on Reiters. Aiden Knaus thought there was a foul on him for a second, and now this is a Sailors ball. That was a turnover there from the Raptors. Trevor Reiters travels under the basket, and Quinn Connell's on the throw-in.
Gets back Riniker. Riniker is going to look for options upfield here, up court here. 4:52 left. Gives one back to Ethan Piles. Piles makes a quick move into the lane. Piles up, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Layup did not fall in, but Ethan Piles will shoot some free throws here. And Steamboat is looking for their first lead of the afternoon. Hubert was the one who ended up getting that foul.
Ethan Piles, playing with fire in his eyes tonight, as he really wants to make up for what happened last game. His first free throw is no good. And this game is all tied up, folks. 16-16 is your score here in Johnstown, Colorado. 4:46 left to go in this first half of action.
Piles drops one in with ease there on the second of his attempts. And the Piles check, 14 points.
Left to go.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a countdown. 4.5 minutes to go. Silver Creek possession. 17-16 lead for Steamboat. Raptors now playing from behind for the first time this game. Almost a good jump on the ball there from Connell. Man, though, gets a lane, and the layup does not drop there for Belcher. And it turns into a Steamboat possession with a good rebound there from the Sailors. 4:15 left, and Riniker marches up court. He'll find Quinn Connell near side. Gets it over to Lindquist quickly to Piles, far side of the 3 arc. Now it is Aiden Knaus at the top of the key. Quickly to Lindquist, now to Connell. Again, top of the key, gives it off to Knaus. Far side 3 ball, no good. Rebounded, though, by Lindquist. He puts it back for 2. Dawson Lindquist pushes this lead out to 19-16 here with his first points on the game.
Nice job there from the sophomore. We have Charlie Belcher now working at the top of the key for the Raptors. And this is going to be Reiters now over to Dykema. Tries to get a pick on Riniker. Dykema back to Belcher. Belcher near side top corner. Top of the key over to Ashton Hubert. Hubert looking for some movement as Belcher goes inside, but Hubert decides on Dykema at the top of the key. He's going to go up and jump ball there. Nice heads-up play from Quinn Connell as he just grasped the ball. Dykema was going inside.
Shouldn't that have been travel?
Yeah, because they both had possession, so it's a jump ball. That means it's Sailors' possession. Raptors fans here not liking a lot of these calls as their team has just blown a 13-point lead too, and we're hearing it from the crowd over to our right. Ethan Piles, double dribble. Oh, I'm sorry, carry. Ethan Piles with the carry off the ensuing inbounds pass. Coach Vandal does not like that one, and we're back to Raptors ball now. Reiters over to Warner. Inside is Reiters once again. No good there, and it's going to be gathered by the Sailors. That's Ethan Piles on the ground. Scuffle. Jump ball again. That'll be Raptors ball. And we're going to see a timeout here from Coach Vandal.
Going to take a quick 30 seconds as well. We'll be back with more. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Going to take a quick 30 seconds as well. We'll be back with more. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
High School. Your Steamboat Sailors out of the break have a 19-16 lead, and they will have the ball on the far side of the court, still in their own half of play. Quinn Connell needs to retuck his jersey. Connell gets the ball from the official, tosses into Jake Berry, and he'll just give it right back to that far sideline for the waiting Tyler Doyne. Doyne struggling to find guys and gives it to Berry.
One and out
Berry here had to try and heave one up court, and it comes the other way. Layup is good for Eaton as he gets his first points on the game, but Steamboat just kind of ran out of time and territory there.
Yeah. This is Berry back the other way, finds Doyne, handoff back to Berry, doesn't know where to go. Back to Doyne, top of the key. He's got Reiters on him. Over to Quinn Connell near far side top corner, pump fake, and decides on Berry. Almost loses it though, and it's going to be flipped up and out. And before being finally touched by number 13, Christian Warner. So this will remain a Sailors ball as Warner went way up into the stands there trying to retrieve that one.
He was saying hi to all the Steamboat folks.
Quinn Connell on the inbounds pass. Finds Doyne, drives in, 6'4" frame, goes up for the layup. What do you call it? Foul there, yep. So he will head to the free throw line to shoot two. This is a good game, folks. 19-8 is your score.
19-18.
19-18, excuse me.
I get excited.
2:20 left this first half. Doyne at the line. His first free throw's up and in. 20-18. Now, Doyne having a block party this tournament.
He is.
3 blocks last game and already 2 here early as his second free throw is no good off the back end of the rim. Raptors the other way. Dykema kicks it out. This is going to be Warner now. Warner up to Nick Eaton. Eaton over to Reiters, almost loses it, but he gathers it, and Warner will... There's going to be a foul called here. Holding on.
That was against Jake Berry.
Jake Berry. So that will mean the Raptors will retain possession under the hoop. Warner now calls for movement. Looks left, looks right, decides on Reiters under the basket. Easy layup there, as that is Aiden Canales' responsibility. This game's all tied up at 20.
Steamboat will have possession. This is going to be Berry. Fires one out to Doyne. Back to Berry near side. Still on his own half of midcourt. Fires a bounce pass over to Doyne. Tyler Doyne gets away from one defender, then two. Drives the lane. Up for the layup. No good. Shooting two, though. Tyler Doyne. That is 2 possessions in a row that he has been sent to the line with a couple good drives. And Doyne will shoot. He was only 1 for 2 on his last trip to the line. We'll see if he might be able to knock down both here. A tied game, 20-20, with 1:42 to go in the second quarter of play.
Last night, the focus of the locker room talk was poise after the Sailors blew a 28-13 lead. And tonight, they're really showing off that poise here. They were down 13-0 early. They've come back to take this lead. And with that Tyler Doyne missed free throw, 21-20.
He did make the first one, though. With 95 seconds now on the clock, this is Silver Creek with the possession offensively. It's going to be Hubert. He pops from 3, no good. Rebound off of Doyne's left hand and out of bounds on the near side of the basket. And we will have an inbound play from Dykema.
Still at 5 points. Reineker's doing a good job. He's not out there right now, though. This is Doyne.
Well-deserved rest. Here is the inbound play from Dykema. Gets his guy, and it looks as though there was a hold. Quinn Connell had two-hand hold there, and so it looks as though we will have Riders at the line shooting two. 21-20 the score. Ethan Piles will check in for Quinn Connell.
Yeah, Ethan Piles looking to do some big things here tonight, like we've said. Doyne guarding Dykema now.
Piles check.
As
still 14 away.
As this free throw is no good. Tyler Doyne will gather the rebound. We've got $1:20 left to go here. Doyne motioning his guys around. Hits it over to Lindquist, who gives it to Barry. Back to Knaus. Low corner is Piles. Back up to Lindquist, the sophomore. Does a dribble move. Bounce pass over to Knaus. He tries a three-pointer. No good there. Good job from Jake Barry to whip it out of the hands of Dykema. And they're still playing here. No whistle. And this will be Doyne now, near side top corner. Now there's a whistle. Looks like this is going to be on the Sailors. Illegal screen there on Aiden Knaus. So the Raptors will have the ball with 53 seconds to go. Sailors have a 1-point lead. This is Christian Warner. Warner takes it past half-court line, looking for somewhere to go. Remember, there's no shot clock here in high school basketball. Warner sends it over to Riders. Riders up to Dykema, top of the key. Dykema now. He's got Doyne on him. Hand off over to Ashton Hubert. Hubert now has Barry guarding him. Hubert's going to kick it outside to Warner. Warner near side top corner. He's got 24 seconds to work. Warner not really doing much here, looking for somewhere to go. Motioning his guys around.
And just look at Tyler doing. He's just staring Dykema down.
Stutter step, kick out, and this is going to be a made three from Ashton Hubert. Good job there from Hubert as Piles has 5 seconds to work here, sends it up, and that's going to be intercepted to end the half. And it's the first half of play is over here, folks, as the Raptors are going to the locker room with a 2-point lead, 23-21.
For Lone Epstein, I'm Blood and Chase. We'll be back with second half action on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Chase will be back with second half action on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on 98.9. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on steamboatradio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors basketball was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsors. Sports on FM 98.9 presents Steamboat Sailors basketball, only on 98.9 and steamboatradio.com.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Mac Renicker. I'm a junior in high school. I wear number 20. I am a forward. I started playing basketball in the 3rd grade. I also like football and rugby. I don't know where I want to go to college, but if I do play in college, I will play basketball. In 10 years, I see myself with a successful job and living a happy life. Outside of school, I am involved in SMT. My favorite subject in school is math because it's my last class of the day. My favorite movie is Transformers because it's just an action movie, which is a classic. Last summer, I visited my brother in Wisconsin. I checked out a couple colleges and I did a lot of camping. My goals this season is to win league and compete for Western Slope Player of the Year. My goals in life are to just be a productive member of society. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the good guys and family that are good teammates. I'm Mac Renicker, I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouthguard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouthguards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouthguard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Molly Kleins, and I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 25, and my position is point guard. I've been playing for 6 years, and I also like to play soccer. I'd like to go to college somewhere in Colorado or Wisconsin. If I play in college, it would probably be soccer. In 10 years, I see myself being a special education teacher. Outside of school, I'm also involved in club sports like soccer and basketball. My favorite subject in school is writing. My favorite movie is Zootopia because of the majestic characters. Last summer, I worked for STARS, which is a local sports adaptive program, and I definitely think that could be in my future, and I really love spending time with the kids. My goals for the season are to become a better shooter and a better teammate, and my goals for life are to have a dog and name it Simon. Simon would be a golden retriever. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the positive environment that the school has. I'm Molly Kleins, sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm
I'm Jimmy Osborne. I'm a junior. My number is 34, and I play center or power forward. I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade. I don't really play any other sports, but I'd like to play track. I'd like to go to college at Western or Mesa. I'm not sure if I would want to play in college. In 10 years, I see myself living a happy life, maybe in Steamboat. Outside of school, I'm also involved in team council. My favorite subject in school is history. My favorite movie is Jaws the Revenge, just because of how corny it is. Last summer, I worked at Stars and had a lot of great memories there. My goals for this season are to become the Western Slope League champion. My goals in life are to go to college and have a good life. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is all the good times I've had with my teammates. I'm Jimmy Osborne. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Records on. Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
High School. I'm Vlad and Chase, joined by Lone Epstein, where your Steamboat Sailors are coming out of a halftime down by only 2 to a very solid Silver Creek squad.
Yeah, down by small deficit here. Shout out to our sponsors, Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. And Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or check them out online at steamboatdentalcenter.com.
Just about set to open things up. It looks as though it's going to be a Silver Creek possession. Steamboat is donning their white uniforms, red numbers, black trim, and they are right to left on the radio dial here in this second half of play. Inbound pass comes to Reiters. Gets one in quickly to Gros-Saint, and Gros-Saint will take one. No good, though. Rebounded by Tyler Doyne, and Doyne's out the other way. Quickly feeds it up to Quinn Connell. Couple steps, and he tried to get the shot off, and he will end up going to the line for 2. Nice job from Quinn Connell there as he draws the foul. A good little drive into the paint for number 11. Tried 14 seconds in here.
Tried to Euro step his way in there. Doesn't get the basket, but gets the foul. Good job there, as his first free throw is no good. Sailors on the floor right now. Aiden Knaus, Mac Reneker, Tyler Doyne, Jake Berry, and Quinn Connell at the free throw line. His second free throw is up and in. So that lowers the deficit to 1 now. Dykema, he's got Reneker working against him, like we said earlier. Now Dykema gives it down to Ashton Hubert, who finds inside Warner, and it'll be off the bottom of the hoop and into the hands of Quinn Connell. Connell now working point guard for the Sailors. Finds Jake Berry. Berry has Warner on him. He gives it back to Quinn Connell. Connell now at the top of the key. Bounce pass over to Jake Berry, but it's right into the hands of Warner. Raptors ball.
Here's Silver Creek the other way. Leading the charge is Warner. Takes it to the deep side near corner. Finds Gros-Saint inside. Layup no good. Rebound by Frosty. And he'll find Jake Berry on a quick outlet pass. Berry marches up the court here. Pulls up at the three-point arc, and it'll find its way into the hands of Connell now. Quinn Connell gives it back to Berry. Over quickly to Reneker. Inside to Knaus. Knaus tried to get up there and draw a foul. Doesn't do so successfully. Jump ball on the ensuing play as Jake Berry would wrap that one up, and it should be a Steamboat ball here. 6:41 left, third quarter of play. 23-22. The deficit is just 1 for Steamboat. They do have possession. Connell looking for someone. Eventually gets it into Riniker. Spins. Good post move, but they call it a travel.
Wow. That's debatable. Mac Riniker's laughing at that call. That's frankly, I don't know what to say.
That's what it is. 6.5 minutes left. Silver Creek possesses once again.
This is Christian Warner now. Working it far side. He gives it over to Reiters. Reiters out to Dykema. Dykema moves across the court over to Ashton Hubert, and now Hubert was looking for Reiters inside, but it's deflected by Barry back into the hands of Hubert. Hubert now over to Grossant in the low corner, far side, up to Dykema, top of the key. Dykema now, still Riniker working on him. He's got 5 points on the night, averaging 27 on the year. Dykema gets past Riniker, goes in, kicks it out to Warner, who goes in, and then Warner went in, gave it to Reiters, who went up for the layup, and it looked like an all-ball block from Tyler Doyne, but they're going to get him for the foul. So now Reiters is at the line shooting 2. Doyne looked a little stunned on there. From our angle, it looked like all ball. Not sure what the refs were seeing there. 2 questionable calls here back-to-back for our boys in the stripes.
Zebras.
23-22 is your score here. The Silver Creek Raptors leading. 5:51 left to go in this third quarter, as 1 of 2 free throws is good. Sailors, right to left.
Here's Mac Riniker giving it off to Jake Berry. Steps up, fires a pass, ill-advised, intercepted, and Hubert comes the other way for Silver Creek, and a reach foul against Berry on that one, as he was a little bit heated after making that pass. Probably shouldn't have taken it. He was looking for Frosty. It'll be a Silver Creek ball here with 5:38 left in the quarter. 24-22 lead for the Raptors, and Dykema will inbound this one. Looks as though Doyne now has shifted over and is playing the B-Cart, is it?
B-Craft.
B-Craft. And now Doyne on Dykema. Bounces out, gives one to Reiters. Far side, deep corner. Taken there by Hubert. He just dribbles up to the top of the key now. Fires off to the near side. Reiters with a jumper from 13. No good. Grossant recovers, gets it to Dykema. Drains it from 3. And that extends it to a 27-22 lead. Dykema with his first points since the first quarter of play.
Mac Riniker on the inbounds pass, nursing a ribs injury. I think it's bruised ribs from yesterday's game. He was complaining about it last night to the trainers. Riniker now up court. He's at the top of the key. He's got Reiters on him. Over near side to Jake Berry. Berry back to Riniker. Pump fake. Hesitation. Goes up for the layup. That one's good. Riniker gets another 2-point shot. 27-24. Sailors down. This is Warner working inside. He's trapped. Goes up for it. Decides to kick it out to Grossant. Grossant handles it. Gets the travel call. Turnover there.
You're just making me hungry, man. Grossant.
Isn't that how? That's how we were saying it. Grossant.
I love it. Hey, Grossant's fine. I'm just saying that. I'm just hungry now.
Ethan Piles and Dawson Linquist both checking into the game now. Sailors moving right to left on the radio dial.
This is going to be behind the back play from Doyne.
Nice job there.
And gives the pass off to Riniker. Stop and pop for 3. Mac Riniker drops it home. And nice job there from Riniker with his 5th point of the quarter. Now Dykema undercut on that play by Riniker, who was trying to get over and assist on that block.
All ball there again, too, by Doyne, but they're going to call a foul.
They gave it to Riniker, though.
Yeah.
The undercut.
Yeah, they're still a sweet block, though, by Doyne.
Dykema at the line. He doesn't miss much. He gets his first one to drop. And he will take his second here. 28-27 lead for Silver Creek make that 29-27.
Aiden Canals checking back into the game here. He's going to sub out Dawson Lindquist. Looks to be limping a little bit. This is Doyne now. Doyne on the inbounds pass. Silver Creek running the full court press. He finds Mac Riniker, puts a man in the air with a pump fake, takes it down the far side of the court, switches hands, goes up for the layup. That one's good. Mac Riniker getting the show going. Now we're going to see a foul here called on Doyne as he went diving for the inbounds pass. They're going to call him for a foul, and now he's going to take a seat on the bench. He's on foul watch as Dawson Lindquist.
Already at 4.
Dawson Lindquist will come back in for him. Yeah, he's a huge part of this team.
It's like JC May playing for the girls. She's always in foul trouble, it seems like. It's a layup, floater, no good. Rebounded. Here's Gossaint, and his shot will result in 2 from the line. 29-29 score. 3:46 left here in this third quarter of play. Gossaint going to the line, and that puts Riniker at 4 as well. So not good here.
Wow, that's troublesome. Yeah, it's not a good sign. They're going to keep Riniker in? Are you sure he's at 4?
I saw it.
There you go.
Rod and Chase having off the set right now. This is Ethan Piles after the made free throws going in. Finds Riniker. He throws it off of Trent Dykema, so it'll remain Sailors' ball. Ethan Piles now had a critical pass yesterday late and may help them to lose the game, but this is going to be Riniker taking up. He'll draw the foul, reach-in foul there. Riniker, we'll see who that was on Dykema. So we're back where we started with Ethan Piles on the throw-in. Piles is going to find Barry. Barry, the senior, wearing number 4 for your Sailors, is going to take it up the court. He kicks it over to Riniker, near side top corner. Does a dribble move, almost stolen by Dykema. Pump fake, pivot, looks over to Piles, shoots it over to Jake Barry. Now it's back to Riniker at the top of the key. He's got Dykema, the senior, working on him. Mac Riniker. Hand off to Knaus, kicks it over to Piles, who gives it to Jake Barry. Back top of the key to Riniker, drives in, floater, layup, no good. Might have got tipped a little bit, but it's going to be gathered by Eric Gossaint.
And a quick 3-ball from Dykema is good. Noticing that he was alone, he called for that ball quickly and got it. Fires the 3, that's good. Long ball the other way from Mac Riniker. Finds Aiden Knaus. Up now to Jake Barry. 33-29 lead for Silver Creek here with 2:45 to go in the quarter. Barry now.
Reach-in foul. That's huge right there.
Yeah.
Doyne checking in. Tyler Doyne's going to check in for Mac Riniker. Remember, Doyne has 4 fouls.
So does Riniker.
Yep. One more and he's done.
2:42 left here. Ball will be inbounded from the far sideline. Ethan Piles at the Piles check. Still 14 away. And he's got 3 on the evening. He'll be the man to get the inbound pass. Jake Barry still on the offensive side of the midcourt line. Now pushes off. Gets free in his own half. Jake Barry will march up court here. Looking for a little bit of movement. Forced to the far corner. Gets it to Knaus. Top of the key. Near side now Quinn Connell. Connell, beautiful pass inside to Barry. He was alone. Now gets it out to Doyne for 3. No good. And Dykema with the rebound. He'll step free. Fires a quick pass up to Duquette. Back to Dykema. Top of the key. Quinn Connell's on him now. And Dykema looks for a quick little pick. It looked like a moving pick. 3-ball, no good. Rebound is not going to count. They're saying over the back on Quinn Connell.
So this will remain Raptors' possession. Dykema on the throwing.
He'll take it from the near side under the basket. Connell is on him, toes on the line. Dykema tries to get it inside, taken away by Steamboat. Foul That should be a foul against Silver Creek. Indeed it is. Steamboat will have the ball. It's a hold against Gros Saint, who will be checking out of this game as he's got 3 fouls now. 2:07 left, still possession for Steamboat, third quarter of play. They're down 33-29 and are right to left on the radio dial. That pass from Ethan Piles very nearly intercepted, but it does go to Tyler Doyne.
This is Jake Berry now on top of the key. Kicks it over to Piles. Piles, far side, top corner, top of the key to Doyne. Doyne back to Piles. Piles, hesitation move, goes up for the layup, and he'll get... There's going to be a push on that play. So he will not shoot free throws, but it will remain Steamboat ball. So under the basket now, this is going to be Ethan Piles on the throw-in. $1:49 left to go in this third quarter of action. Sailors down by 4. This is Quinn Connell on the throw-in, finds Aiden Knaus, near side low corner. Kicks it up to Tyler Doyne. Doyne back to Connell at this top corner. Over to Jake Berry now, top of the key. Berry does a dribble move, kicks it inside to Doyne, and he's just met with force as Andrew Duquette came flying in there. They're going to mark that a jump ball and give it to the Raptors. That's a questionable call too, Rod.
Or no call.
I'm not sure what to think of that one. Tyler Doyne is pretty angry right now. He did not like that call. So it's the Silver Creek Raptors moving the ball up the court now.
You can tell that guy hasn't played much because his hair is still on fleek.
Charlie Belcher.
Oh, I can't believe I just said that.
There's going to be a holding call here on Aiden Knaus, and the Sailors are in the bonus now, so this is going to be free throws for Reiters. Trevor Reiters at the free throw line, hits his first one, extends this lead 34-29. $1:22 left to go in this third quarter. Reiters gets set for his second free throw. That one's up and in. So with a 35-29 lead, Sailors have the ball, trying to break this full-court press. It's Jake Berry, trapped in the corner. Kicks it outside, intercepted by Charlie Belcher. Hair on fleek still. There's going to be a push by Quinn Connell, and he'll head to the free throw line, Mr. Belcher.
Oh, man. That's tough. 35-29 right now, the score.
How many points does Dykema have now?
He's up to 13.
Trent Dykema putting in some work here against Riniker. It's no easy task shooting balls against Riniker and Doyne. To get 13, I mean, that's still pretty good.
Indeed it is. Belcher makes both of his. Crap.
It's Quinn Connell now on the inbounds pass, finds Ethan Piles, kicks it outside to Knaus for 3. That one's no good, off the rim, gathered by Ethan Piles. Good hustle there from the sophomore, and they're going to call a travel as he was getting up off the floor. And the crowd does not like that one. So Ethan Piles with another turnover. This is the Raptors owning the ball the past couple minutes.
We'll see what Steamboat can come up with. Riniker's on the bench in foul trouble. Doyne as well. But Doyne is still on the court here. He's jumping up to defend Belcher. Fancy footwork there and ball handling beyond the arc. Works to the hands. Another off-ball foul. Steamboat possession this time.
Wow, this is not good. This is not what Coach Van Dahl wants to be seeing right now. Oh, no. Was it on?
No, it was on.
No, it was on Silver Creek. He said Steamboat.
Another off-ball foul. It would be Steamboat ball is what I was trying to say.
Fair enough, fair enough.
My bad. That one was against Reiters. Now pass to Knaus, and one-touch play, no good. That one should have dropped, and it's going to be Dykema the other way. Trying to get away from pressure. Pass comes out to Reiters, and he'll just give it back off to Dykema. Dykema steps away. Marking up on him is Quinn Connell. Dykema takes this one just back to the midcourt line. Gets a pick there from Reiters. And Dykema breaks ankles, takes a shot from the free throw line, no good. Jake Berry comes the other way, under 10 seconds to go. Countdown commences from the fans. Stop and pop from Berry is good. And that finally breaks what has been a very long time with no points, but Berry with his first 2 on the quarter.
There was a little confusion there as Coach Van Dahl waved his hands in the air, and the refs thought he was calling a timeout. He didn't want a timeout. I don't know why you would with 1.3 seconds to go. Anyway, here the ball will be in Raptors' possession here, right in front of press box, near side. Dykema will be handling it. 1.3 seconds to work here. Raptors obtain a 6-point lead. Dykema finds Reiters, pulls up from deep. That one's an air ball, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter. 37-31. Silver Creek Raptors lead.
We'll be back in 30 seconds for that fourth and final frame. This is KTYV 98.9. Sports on FM, also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. For that fourth and final frame, this is KTYV 98.9. Sports on FM, also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 94-1 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
So are here from Roosevelt High School. Your Steamboat Sailors just about set to get this fourth and final quarter underway. Shout out to JC May doing the video in case you don't like what's going on. 37-31 lead for Silver Creek. 6 points separating the two teams. 2 possessions in case you're wondering. Thank you. Here's Ethan Piles on the inbound play. Piles check, still 14 away. Come on, inbounds to Mac Riniker. Riniker going to take this one after checking back into the game. Drive for Lane. Shot won't count, but he goes to the line for a 1-and-1 regardless, as that was against Gros Saint. And I think that's his 4th. So Gros Saint right there in foul trouble now.
Remember, we got Tyler Doyne and Mac Riniker both on the court right now. One more foul for either of them, and they're out. Both sitting at 4 fouls. Riniker's free throw is no good.
Taken by Silver Creek. Raptors trying to attack. Hubert will lead the charge. Looking for some movement as Hubert fires up to Reiters. His pass almost intercepted by Piles. Still gets to its mark. Warner jump shot from about 9 feet. No good. Piles rebounds, and Steamboat will possess.
Piles kicks it out to Riniker. Riniker top of the key now. Slowing things down a little bit. He's still got Dykema on him. Riniker moves around, tries to move around the pick, goes between his legs, kicks it back to Aiden Canals. He tries 3-point. No good there from Aiden Canals on the 3-point attempt as Trent Dykema gathers the ball. He finds Reiters moving up the court fast. This is Reiters over to Warner. Warner now, number 13 for the Silver Creek Raptors. Finds Reiters again. He steps up, shoots one from about 15 feet. No good. Gathers by Gros Saint under the basket, and he gets the putback layup to go. So with 6:53 left, it's an 8-point lead for the Raptors, 39-31. Intercepted ball there is this is Christian Warner, who off the inbounds pass gets another layup, makes it 41-31. And now Dykema is going to foul Ethan Piles, and he'll head to the free throw line as the Raptors are in the bonus now. So Ethan Piles is trying to move it up there, and he was fouled. So
double digits separating these guys.
Piles goes to the free throw line. Yeah, 10-point lead. These are important free throws. Every free throw from here on out really is going to, decide this game. And his first one is no good. His only one, excuse me. Raptors back the other way.
An interception from Jake Berry. Great job there for the senior, who is then stuffed. But they will say he goes to the line for 2. Hubert thought that he had it. I'm getting corrected here. But I don't know if I can trust JC May because she thought I was calling Molly Quinn.
She barely knows how to move the camera too.
6.5 minutes left here in the game. 41-31. Jake Berry's first is no good. The importance of these free throws is not lost on Coach Van Dahl. He was shaking his head at that one, and I think the Steamboat Sailors boys know it as well. It's just so big when you have a chance at the line to try and draw within. Here's a chance for Berry. He's 0 for 2. And there's a lot on the line for this right now for Steamboat. I think what I was hearing is there's a trip to Chick-fil-A on the line.
There is. Last night after that tough loss, the basketball team had to go eat at Panera, which they weren't very happy about. So they're hoping for Chick-fil-A if they get this dub tonight.
Panera's awesome.
This is Christian Warner now trying to get it going, and it'll be tipped out of bounds by a diving Ethan Piles. He's really trying to hustle tonight. 31-41 is still your score as Quinn Connell barely gets to sub in on time. He's going to sub out Piles. Connell now will be defending the inbounds pass. Christian Warner on the inbounds pass finds Dykema for an easy, I was going to say easy layup, but he did not get it. He was fouled, though. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Tyler Dorn's out.
Is he?
That's it for Tyler. That's his night.
That's it for Tyler Dorn.
Sub off.
Wow. What a
big loss.
How many points did he have? 0?
No, he had 4.
4 points tonight for Doyne.
All coming from the free throw line.
Okay.
In the first half.
So Doyne with a handful of blocks. Great defensive play.
Really big stuff
from Doyne here tonight.
Earlier in the game.
And so Doyne will take a seat, and Knaus will come in. Sailors on the floor right now with Jake Berry, Aiden Knaus, Ethan Piles, Quinn Connell, and Mac Riniker. As Dykema's second free throw is good. Timeout from the Sailors. So with 5:57 left to work here, the Sailors are down by 12, 43-31. We've seen crazier things, Vladen.
Sure have.
Shout out to our sponsors here. Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Russell's Auto Salon, 879-1515. Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. And UC Health, that's the Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength when you are feeling short-handed. So, coming out of this timeout, Sailors got some work to do.
43-31. Steamboat will be defending. It will be a Silver Creek possession. The Sailors are down by 12 here in this final frame. I'm sorry, it is a Steamboat ball. I was confused there for a second. I thought Quinn was setting up to defend, but he steps beyond the baseline. Inbounds to Piles, back to Connell, back to Piles. Near side, Piles will just maneuver his way across the midcourt line. Lost his footing, does get the pass off to Riniker. Mac Riniker now gives it back to Piles. He'll just give it to Riniker beyond the arc. Steps up, fakes a shot, and now he'll take it and make it. That's and one from Mac Riniker, and he was at the top of the free throw line, far side.
Nice job there from Riniker. What's his point total on the night?
13.
13 on the night for Riniker. He's at the free throw line shooting the and one free throw. Sub here for the Raptors as we're going to see Nick Eaton come in for Trevor Reiters. Foul trouble for Reiters. And score is 43-33 as Riniker's free throw is no good. And it's going to be gathered by Knaus under the basket. Knaus puts it back up and just airballs that one. And back the other way is Trevor Dykema. Go ahead.
Silver Creek takes this. It's going to be worked at the top of the key from Eaton. Tries to drive the paint. Gives it right back out top to Warner. Warner backtracks all the way to the midcourt line. Now has a lane. Pass back door, and that's the first points there for Roth Bogert. This is... Sorry. Oh, I was trying to take some numbers here.
So on the ensuing change-up, Mac Riniker was taking it down the court and just slammed into Andrew Duquette. And so now Riniker is at the free throw line. They're going to call a foul on Duquette, and Riniker shooting free throws. His first one is good. Riders is going to come back in the game for Joseph Roth Bogret. 5:05 left to go. 45-34. Raptors lead. Sailors took a tough loss yesterday to the Rough Riders, losing in the last couple seconds of the game. Mac Riniker's second free throw is no good as well.
He made his first one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
I was just double checking because I marked it that he did. I don't want to be off with my stats here. The unofficial official stat line.
Back the other way now is the Raptors, and a layup is missed there by Ashton Hubert. Put back is good, though, by Trevor Nakema. Extends the Raptors' lead to 47-34. Quinn Connell now trying to break this full-court press. It's Mac Riniker taking it up. He's going against Ikema. Riniker, cross-court pass to Berry. Jake Berry, number 4 for your Sailors. The senior point guard goes behind his back and decides on Ethan Piles to pass it to. Piles looking for movement, finds Jake Berry back at the top of the key. Berry calling out the play over to near side top corner to Quinn Connell. Back up to Aiden Knaus at the top of the key, and they're going to call a push here on the Silver Creek Raptors. Number 13, so that is Christian Warner getting the foul, and Mac Riniker will go and take free throws. 47-34, 4:13 left to go in this fourth quarter of action. First free throw for Riniker's around the rim and out. What do you think so far, Ron?
The free throws are killing us. I mean, the fact is, I think we've made one of our last 6 or 7. And Riniker drops the second one, which is big, but we need it down the stretch. We're going to need those. Those are the best chances. I mean, that's 6 or 7 points that are just right now still on the court here, and that could bring us to within 2 possessions. So instead, it's 47-35. We're down by 12, and it's a tall task here for Steamboat with just half a quarter left. Warner's going to the line here on a foul, and he's going to take some free throws for Silver Creek. They haven't been connecting on a lot of theirs either, though. I mean, for what it's worth, their free throw percentage is not that high either. Warner, though, he misses his first one. I was just about to say he's one of the few who's really locked it down. Has Daikema taken any time off? I think he's played this whole game.
I'll tell you one thing, he's not getting his usual 27.
Second free throw for Warner drops. I'll tell you another, he doesn't play a lot of defense. He kind of just is there. Here's Riniker all the way. Layup is good. Mac Riniker drops his 5th and 6th points here on the quarter. He is up to 17 himself, matching Daikema's total so far. Riniker's done his part on both sides of the court. And Piles gets called for a foul there.
Just got a pretty crazy update here, Ron. Bill Belichick just went to New York to interview for the Giants head coaching job. They're saying it's a possibility.
There you go.
For everybody listening, that's pretty crazy. I mean, if you follow football.
Riders just knocked down his first one. You know what's so comical about that is maybe it was a little wedge. Tom Brady was a wedge on that. Because there's a lot of talk. We'll have to talk about that one on my show or something. Riniker stop and pop from 3, no good. And it's going to be Silver Creek back the other way. Daikema floater pass. Gets it back in and good.
Wow.
Nice backdoor. That was great ball.
Gosh. This Raptors team looks like the San Antonio Spurs with their ball movement tonight. This is Piles going coast to coast. Easy layup there from Ethan Piles as Sailors are dealing with a 51-39 deficit.
Piles back 12 away.
Back the other way is Ashton Hubert. He goes and finds Nick Eaton for the easy layup. 53-39 is your score now. And Aiden Knaus tried to throw it off the defender, and it ended up bouncing back and going off him. This is going to be Silver Creek's ball after the timeout called by Coach Van Dahl. Quick shout out to our sponsors here. Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office. Call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends coming to town. Call us at 970-879-8000 for the Locals Connection discount. And Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank. Member FDIC. Sailors, 3:01 left to play here in this ball game. Scores 53-39.
Oh, boy. 14 points. I mean, that's a pretty big spread. Enough time to get it, but things open up there for the last minute or so. And a lot of points on both sides.
I'll tell you, the atmosphere at the hotel tonight is not going to be a good one if the Sailors drop this game. So hopefully they can get something going here as both teams head back out to the court.
Looks as though your five will be Piles, Knaus, Berry, Riniker, and Connell. Silver Creek ball. Inbound pass goes to Warner. He's going to try and just bounce this one and gets it to Hubert. Hubert against Riniker. Riniker, nice job reaching around. Ball comes free. Now it's a foul. It looks as though that's going to be against Jake Berry for pushing. And that'll send Hubert to the line for two. I mean, now you can see this is where the free throws become even more important.
Absolutely.
Belichick to the Giants. Oh, man. Not good for Hubert on the first one. That would be crazy.
Well, he began his coaching career with the Giants. If you don't, most people don't know that. He was the defensive coordinator there for 2 years.
Hubert's second does drop. Steamboat with an inbound play. Here's Jake Berry. Takes it across the midcourt line. Berry now wheels, deals over to Connell near side beyond the arc. Up top again to Berry. Steps. He's free. He shoots. He scores. Three more for Jake Berry. And I finally get to say he shoots, he scores in hockey. A hockey term here in basketball.
This is Riders moving up the court. Sailors trying to break down this 12-point deficit. As now it's Hubert taking it in, kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton goes back out to Hubert. It's going to be stolen away by Ethan Piles. Almost steps out of, they're going to call it travel. That's a questionable call, as it looks like Ethan Piles was in the air for most of that time. And now the Raptors are going to call a timeout. 54-42. 2:19 left to go. Sailors trying to get something going here.
I want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, UC Health, Yampa Valley Medical Center, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, Chris Puckett, downtown Edward Jones office. All proud supporters of Sailors Athletics here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. And also heard when we can, which today we can, on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. We had a lot more fans in the stands here yesterday, and I think that just ate up our bandwidth on Verizon. 2:19 to go. This is one of the better gyms. We do have, I got a long cord, but it didn't work. Long Ethernet cord, so our hard line wasn't working today. 54-42. Fourth quarter action.
Sailors are going to need some three balls here. Expect Quinn Connell, Ethan Piles, and Mac Riniker to all get involved here. Those are considered their best shooters on this team. Inbounds play from the Raptors is Riders under the basket. That one's good. Right hand layup around Frosty, who is Aiden Knaus. Jake Berry now working it up the court, right to left on the radio dial. He tries to get behind his man, Aiden Knaus, and hand off to him, who hits the three. Knaus with the 3 ball. And back the other way is Nick Eaton for the Raptors. Dodges around, guys, goes up for the layup and doesn't get it, but there's going to be a charging call there from Aiden Knaus. Phenomenal heads-up play there from Knaus, who took the charge on Eaton. So with the 3 ball from him, Sailors get possession back, 56-45. $1:52 left to go in this game. Berry up the court now, letting the ball roll at his feet. Doesn't want to start the clock quite yet. They're going to need some quick points here, as they're now down by 11. Connell now working versus Hubert. Kicks it down to the corner. That's Knaus. Back up top to the key. Top of the key is Matt Griniker. Back down low to Jake Berry. Berry looking for the cutters. Tries to find Ethan Piles, but it's going to be out of bounds. Luckily, it was tipped out of bounds by Reiters. And Steamboat will retain possession with 90 seconds to go.
It's interesting because Tyler Doyne is a good 3-shooter as well, and obviously his service is unavailable after fouling out.
Yeah, that's right. And now an off-ball foul on Andrew Duquette is going to result in the free throw shooting for Ethan Piles. These are big free throws right here.
They have been the whole game.
Yeah, that's true. They really, I mean, think about it. If they didn't miss, they'd miss probably 12 of them. They'd be right back in here. Ethan Piles hits his first one. This is a 10-point game, 56-46.
Piles check, he's 11 away.
128 left to go. Piles' second free throw is up and in as well.
Piles check, he's now 10 away.
This is a 9-point game. Hit a couple threes here, you're right back in it. Raptors have the ball. Reiters taking it down the court. Gives it over to Warner. Warner finds Reiters. Back up to Warner, top of the key. He gives a handoff to Dykema. Kema over to Warner. Out to Hubert. Hubert almost loses it. Gets it back into Reiters. Back to Hubert. And we're going to see a foul
against Jake Berry.
Yep, foul against Jake Berry, which will send Reiters to the free throw line to shoot 2. 56-47. 1:07 to go. Sailors down by 9. What do you think, Vaughn? What was the issue? What was the issue?
Shot for Reiters is good. What do you mean?
With this game, why are the Sailors down? Besides free throws.
No, it's kind of been our shooting, I'd say. Honestly, you're gonna give up some points against the Silver Creek team because they are solid. Dykema is just too hard to stop. We've limited him to 17, but it's just been too tough. They're saying charge on Jake Berry, and that's going to mean he fouls out of this game.
Does he? Yep, he does.
So Jake's night's done. 62 seconds left here. And Dawson Lindquist will come in for him. But, I think it's shooting. We just didn't quite have the shooting that we are known to normally possess. And I hate to say it really, but honestly, Lowen, free throws. I come back to it, but you look at it, we've had to have missed at least 6 to 8. Right, and that doesn't necessarily tie us up, but
yeah, I mean, it's some of our best shooters too, like Matt Griniker, Ethan Piles, Aiden Knaus. These guys are they need to make those free throws. We're going to see Connor Hansen check in here. Getting these bench players in usually signals that this game is pretty much over with 60 seconds to go here, and Dykema shooting free throws. Your Sailors are down by 11.
That's amazing. He did not take a break this year, or this game.
I don't think he sat out once. Dykema, number 2 for the Raptors.
He's made most, if not all, of his free throws.
Including that one just then. That puts him at 18, if I'm correct?
Yep.
1 minute to go here. 12-point lead, and Dykema's second free throw is good as well. Ethan Piles moving right to left. He will take the ball up the court. They're going to call a foul on Christian Walker. This is going to send Ethan Piles to the free throw line. 54 seconds to go. Your score here in the Roosevelt Rough Riders gym is 60-47. Ethan Piles' first shot is good. 60-48. What's the Piles check, Vladen?
Piles check, 9 away.
Second free throw is up and no good.
Piles check, still 9 away.
Gathered by Aiden Canals, tries to go for the free throw, doesn't get it. That's Dykema. Shoots it up court. Wide open. Layup is missed by Aiden
Duquette. all day.
He missed the open layup.
He could have waited till tomorrow to take that thing and still the defense wouldn't be back.
I was surprising right there. It was tipped out of bounds, though, by Rineker, who came flying in. Now the inbounds pass is going to be...
I don't mean to laugh at that, but that was kind of funny.
I do.
That was kind of
I thought it was funny, yeah. I mean to laugh at it.
Nothing.
What? No. Oh, yeah, I can hear that. This is Connor Hansen trying to work versus Andrew Duquette. Gets the foul, and Duquette will head to the line. Can't make a wide open layup. Maybe he can make a couple free throws.
A lot of points. I got a lot of hash marks on my score sheet here. 36.6.
Shout out Ron Chase to our announcing and our stats.
Ooh, Duquette 1 for 2 on that.
1 for 3 if you count the gimme layup. Matt Rineker back the other way between his legs. 30 seconds to work. Post up, fake. That one's in. Puts the Sailors to 50. Timeout here by Coach Van Dahl. 26.7 left to go in this one. If the Sailors lose this, they fall to 5-4, I think, on the season, which is not where they want to be, especially with a team like they are with this caliber talent. And disappointing. This tournament has been disappointing for them.
It's been tough, but they've also faced off against two upper echelon teams. Roosevelt obviously took them to overtime in the Steamboat shootout, and then lost to Roosevelt eventually there. And they were, 3 points away within 10 seconds of last night's game, and then a couple late fouls. That's just basketball, so that's where the point spread came from. And then Silver Creek tonight. Silver Creek is a very strong team. Dykema is a player who is very good. He's dynamic in his offensive capabilities, a little quieter on the defensive side. But Silver Creek is solid all around, and so it's definitely not easy to match their scoring prowess, because Steamboat is one of the better defensive teams, and they still have been able to put up 61 on us.
Yeah, well said there. Dykema's putting on a show here tonight. He handles the ball now with Ethan Piles guarding him, and the final buzzer sounds. This is it.
I've got to say, before we go away, we've got a couple more games tomorrow. We have hockey later this evening. Brian Harvey will have that call. But Mac Rineker, I've got to give him a shout-out, man. He matched Dykema point for point, which not only means that he was out there scoring, but he also was shutting him down defensively. So Mac Rineker had a heck of a game here, and the Sailors just still unable to come up with the victory. For Lone Epstein, I'm Vladen Chase. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Boys are up first. I believe they're at 10. And the girls will follow that immediately at 11:40, I believe. Don't quote me on the times, but tune in nonetheless. This is Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection, KTYV, 98.9 Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Nonetheless, this is Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection, KTYV, 98.9 Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car.